All right, we ready to get this started? I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I think everything's set. I don't think I have anything else. You know what? Just send it. Just freaking send it. What up, Rocket Nation? How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are having the best, absolutely best Monday ever in the history of ever. Hopefully you're not at work and you're hanging out with me right now. Anarchy said, I love the new intro screen. Yeah, sort of me blurred out in the background so you can see what I'm doing. I'm not over here like, yeah, as long as that ain't happening, you know. Doing great, my friend. It's good to see you, man. I haven't seen your name in chat in so long. There's so many people that I'm seeing in chat that I haven't seen in so long. A little cold right now. I'm actually debating on going and throwing on. I didn't have time to throw on a sweatshirt. Today I actually just got and my headset's gonna die. I was playing some, what do you call it? Warzone with my boy Matt last night, and ooh, baby. Did we have some fun? I also got raging mad at one point. Every time I play that game, it somehow manages to make me so irately mad at some point. There's so much cheating and there's so much aim assist in that game. It's ridiculous. Queen, what is up? How are you? Says, oh, a nice work time stream. That's what I was going for today. I was like, you know what? I'm not working. You guys are. Maybe I'll make your day a little bit better. Yeah, Anarchy said that's epic. Yeah, you do like it. I thought it was something different than you normally see. You can actually see what I'm doing behind the scenes, because usually at the very beginning of stream, it's me frantically like, oh, I forgot to do that. I forgot to do this. And I'm sort of frantically moving around. And I thought, you know what? It's something in the background that you can look at more than just, just a regular flat screen or something. I used to just do like whatever game we're playing, I would have as a background or something, but yeah, I decided to switch it up. Oh yeah, look what I got as my desktop background, by the way, boys. This is a picture that we took in the last episode. This is my desktop background. In case you don't know, I have several different screens set up right now. Whenever I want to share something with you guys, I always have I made it so that now, I didn't before. Now I have a dedicated desktop scene. So let's say I wanted to bring OBS. Look at, there you go. I got OBS. I can show you guys what's going on in my OBS and everything. Did I not update? I thought I updated. Hey, did I update my stream info? I think I did. I think it's just not updated in OBS. Sorry, sidetracked. Exclamation point, sidetracked. So yeah, I set that up. I also I got a new little gadget today. You know what? We should go second cam so I can actually show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's go second cam. This is the second cam. This is just what I like to call my handy cam. I gotta set up a background around me here so that the second cam isn't stupid looking. I thought I had one set up. We should do that at some point today. But handy cam time. So I got that right there. So that's the camera I use. That's the A5100. That is a wide angle lens. But I also got a boom arm, a mic boom arm. It works out actually freaking awesome. I know I'm making somebody throw up right now. They're like, hold it still, Rocket. But I got a new mic boom arm. I know that seems real weird. You're like, dude, what? Mic boom arm? What? Are you insane? But yeah, I picked this up. This is the Elgato. So I already have this one right here is the Elgato. I think Elgato makes some freaking dope ass. Probably what I would say. I've gone through a ton of mic arms, boom arms, whatever you want to call them. I've gone through an absolute ton of them, and I think Elgato makes the best ones as of right now. Like I've had several Rode PSA ones. I've had 3 of them. All of them have gone bad, which I have heard other people say that they haven't had one go bad in 10, 15 years. I've had 3 of them go bad in less than, and there was squeaking in one. One of the arms was like they must have had the tension too high on the spring or whatever, but it would not hold my mic down at all. I had to send that one back right away. And then I forget what happened with the other one. I think the third one was my fault. I think that I leaned on it, or I like bumped it on my way down or something, and I bent it. So that one was probably my fault. I won't put that one on road. But the mic arms that Elgato makes are like top notch. This is the low profile mic arm that I have for my actual mic because I like it. It sits perfectly. I don't know if you guys can tell, like my arm sits perfectly underneath it. I love it. So this is the low profile one that I got. And then, well, I had seen that they made it's like a regular boom arm, sort of like the Rode PSA one or other popular mic. Like Yeti has a pretty good mic arm. I really like the look of theirs as well. But they have a mic arm And but the difference is that the one from Elgato has this little pole that you can put. I'll show you guys. Here, get ready to throw up. So you see right here, this part, they have a riser on that one that makes it taller. So that tallness is not next level. I love it. It allows me to now use that mic arm as a, because here's one issue that I always have all the time with my camera is I can't seem to keep the camera level. Like if I touch it or move it at all, then it ends up crooked. And then I fix it and it's too far crooked this way. And it just, no matter what I do, I can't keep the damn thing level. And so I said, you know what, maybe this will be a way that I can do it because it only pivots. It doesn't turn like a ball. Actually, I have this is the contraption that I used as a mic arm before. So this has ball joints, which are very versatile in what they can do. They move around in and there's essentially with this setup here, this one, you can see you can do a lot with this one. You can get a lot of different angles, but no matter what you do, look at it right now. Look at that thing. Look at it. I'm showing it to the wrong camera, by the way. I'm sorry. I'm showing it to the wrong camera. Like no matter what you do, nothing's ever perfectly straight with it. So nothing's level. And yeah, I absolutely hate that. Dexy, what is up? How are you? He says, look at that beautiful hat. You like it? Go blue. So yeah, I picked up that today, which means now I can adjust the camera pretty much anywhere that I want, which is exactly what I was looking for. The problem also with this thing is this clamp actually attached to the back of my monitor on a monitor because I have all mine are mounted to my desk. This would like hook to it. So if I moved my monitor, this moved with it and changed the camera angle. It doesn't seem like a big deal until we go over to the game screen. And if you look at the game screen, it's a different camera angle. It's actually, I have it cropped in a bit. And when it's cropped in, if I change where the camera is, let me demonstrate. Here. You see how that can cause a problem? But I can easily center myself again. So the versatility of that freaking mic arm is top notch. Like I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah. Queen says, my husband loves his Elgato arm. It makes life so easy. It really does. Like they've kind of, I broke it. I broke my other one. They've kind of thought of everything when it comes to them. They really did. Like cable management is always really good with them. The clamp is probably the best clamp that I've ever seen on a mic arm as well. Instead of it being like a clamp like that, it has a very big surface for them without making the actual clamp huge. And the top and the bottom are covered by a real soft rubber kind of material, which is absolutely amazing. I love it. So yeah, I honestly think they make the best mic arms right now, which is really surprising. I mean, Elgato's kind of in a place where they are doing so much stuff, whether it be software wise or just the way that they build, like the construction of whatever they have. Like I would say the key lights are probably my least favorite thing that they make. They get really, really warm, number one, which seems like it's an LED. It's supposed to, I can't imagine that there isn't a lot of energy being wasted in them because they get so warm. Most LEDs don't produce much heat, and heat is a byproduct of wasted energy. Like your electricity is being wasted if something's producing heat. So your PC, it's not always 100% efficient. It blows off a lot of heat. It sort of coincides. They work together. You can't have one without the other. But yeah, so I'm really happy with it. I'm actually able to move it around now. I was gonna look for your guys' input. So do you guys like this angle? This was just an angle. I should probably switch off of that screen. Do you guys like the angle? I was just messing around with angles, and this is kind of what I was thinking I wanted to go for. Eventually, I want to get another camera. I have two different lenses. I have the kit lens that came with the Sony a5100. And then I also have this wide angle lens that I have right here because the whole my collection of video game paraphernalia is so ginormously huge that I can't fit it in one screen. So, yeah, I had to buy a wide angle lens and it still doesn't fit. Like, the only bad thing about this right here is you're missing there's a whole other collectible thing over yonder, right there. You see it? There's this whole thing. And now it's just like, it's out of the screen. But if I leave it like that, then I'm off centered. And like, I'm not, you know, I like to be the center of attention, is what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know exactly how else to do it. I thought it, but the great thing about this mic arm is that if I want, I can move it up and over top of my monitor, because this, with the riser that they have on it, it makes it so versatile. Like you can lift it so freaking high. And yeah, I love it. I love it. So I figured I would let you guys decide. If you guys want a different angle, don't be afraid to say, hey, Rocket, have you ever thought about maybe trying this angle? And now with the way that it is, I can actually, you know, take your input and put it into use right now, like live, without having to worry about, like, if I loosen up this goddamn thing, that I might never find that angle again. Because believe it or not, I've actually run into that where I've moved it and I've never been able to get the perfect angle again. So, yeah. I love this thing. I think that it's not a bad product. I don't think its use is, I guess if you set it and you get it perfect and you never ever move it again, it's probably dope. But for someone like me, I like to change things up. I don't like things to always be the same. So yeah, for me, it's a cool little thing though. It is one good thing about ball joint stuff. You have so much versatility as with, and this actually has a ball joint on it as well. So let's say that I decided that maybe I wanted to get another one. My goal is to eventually get another camera and a wide angle lens and give you guys a further back view, sort of up high, and then showing down on the entire space. Maybe I was even thinking maybe over in this direction, up high, shining down, showing the entire space with a super wide angle lens. Yeah, I don't know. I got things that I want to do. I almost pulled the trigger on there was one on Amazon. It was it was a Sony a6100, which you would think is like a direct upgrade from the Sony a5100 that I'm using right now, but it's not. It's actually an upgrade from the Sony a6000 camera. And I was debating on scooping that up because it's actually at a really good price. So if anybody else is looking to maybe get a mirrorless camera that is really good for exactly what I'm using this one for streaming and whatnot, there is actually one on sale on Amazon right now. I believe it is, normally it would be about $800 after tax. It's like $650. So you're looking at about $150 savings. And I know they're super freaking expensive, aren't they? Like you hear that and you're like, what? For a face cam? I know. That's the way I feel. I thought about maybe getting an Elgato cam as well, but when you get like an Elgato face cam or something, you're sort of stuck with what you got. With this camera here, like there's many different things that I can do. I'm not stuck with this wide angle lens. I have, you just buy a new lens, which sounds like no problem. I'll just go buy another lens. No, they're super expensive. Like this lens, this wide angle lens right here has no autofocus, has no digital zoom. It has no zoom whatsoever actually. And that was like $250. I also had the kit lens that came with it as well, which would, if I was to put this on, we would be like face to face, like we're having a real conversation now. It'd be like right here. I'd be like, hey, what's up, everybody? So yeah, I do like the idea that I can change that around, but that's something that I want to do. I think I want to pick up another camera, another mirrorless camera at some point. So yeah. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about too is as far as the YouTube goes. So as you guys know, I've been trying to stream, like multi-stream to YouTube and here at the same time. I've been working on this now for over a week now. I thought that I had it all figured out when we first came back. I was like, oh, this is going to be easy. No problem. There is a plugin that you can use for OBS called multi RTMP output. And I know, real amazing name, but it gets to the point. I'll say that. But the problem that I've been having with that is every time. So first off, I couldn't get it to stream whatsoever. Then I got it to stream to YouTube and it went for 16 minutes or so. And then it shut down. I tried some test streams with it and I was running into the same issue. And it seems like that maybe it's not this is one of our users here from OBS, you know, one of the amazing people that, you know, make their stuff available for us here on OBS. He had made a plugin for it, and I do believe he's from Japan, I do believe. And I don't speak Japanese, and I'm thinking that it's Japanese writing. So if I'm wrong, I'm really sorry, bro. My bad. I love you. But it seems like the issue that I'm running into is no matter what, I have to stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same resolution and frame rate. Then everything seems to work fine. That's when I run into no issues. But that's not exactly what I want. I don't want to be streaming to YouTube at, like, why am I can do that with something like Restream.io. And I don't, you know, I want to be able to stream to YouTube in a higher quality. That's the whole reason I want to stream to YouTube. I thought about maybe doubling up and opening up another instance of OBS and then streaming that over to YouTube as well. But then I run into an issue where I can't just, be switching the scenes and everything like that. It'll change on one and not on the other. So that's something that I want to check out. Incoming Sausage, what is up? How are you, Sausage? He said, yay, Rocket is just chatting. I am just chatting today. I figured I'd talk with you guys, as you hear, about some of the things that some of the things that have been running through my head, some of the things that I'm working on that I want to make better for the stream, because I know some things are a little bit short of what, especially nowadays, what you would expect. And I figured I'd just chat with you guys, get your guys' input, like on the new camera angle and some of the things I'm thinking about. Sausage says, see, I never went to YouTube. I was kicking Twitch. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I'm one of these people. I know it doesn't do any good. This is gonna be a whole other conversation that I'm about to jump into. I don't like to support things that I don't believe in. Kick makes its money off of gambling. And I don't want to, like, if I'm to stream on Twitch, I am promoting them as a gambling, and I know it doesn't really matter, and I don't believe that people shouldn't gamble. Do what you want. It's your money. I don't believe in anybody should tell anybody you shouldn't gamble or anything like that. But I don't want to promote it because I know that there are people's lives that are ruined by it. That's like me saying, you should use cocaine. I don't believe you should use cocaine. You know what I mean? I shouldn't promote that because it's not healthy for somebody. And then I don't want to, does that make sense? Like, I don't want to, I had thought about it because I think, Kick is actually doing something while it might not be done in an admirable way, it's done. That might not be its intention, but there is, the kickback that you get from Kick. It's funny wordplay. I think is dope, a 90-10 cut for like sub splits and stuff like that. There should be a stream company called Cocaine. Cocaine Streams, brought to you by Rockitsauce. I'm going to start my own. So yeah, it's like, I like that cam angle. It's very Rocket-like, LOL. Yeah, I wanted it to be, more on, I hate when it's up high, because it's up high. It's like you're looking down on me, and it's like the other way. It's like there are other ways that I could do it were looking up at me, and I didn't want that either. We're on the same level. We are the same people. I'm you. I think that's why you guys like me, I would guess, is because you're like, bro, this is like my friend. We hang out, Does that make sense? 95-5 split. Like, how awesome is that? Like, that's awesome. That is awesome. But I get the reason why they're able to do that is through the use of gambling as a way to make money. I don't know. It's like this. It's like the same way that I'm looking at Dragon's Dogma 2 right now. Everybody else is like playing Dragon's Dogma 2. I feel like too many people nowadays are hypocrites. I hate to say it like that because it's such an insult, and I don't mean it. Like, it doesn't, whether or not somebody is playing Dragon's Dogma right now doesn't affect the way that I feel about them. You know what I mean? It's not like it's the end of the world if someone's playing Dragon's Dogma. But Dragon's Dogma 2 pulled a scam. Them and Capcom pulled a freaking scam. They are right now, if you guys don't know what's going on with Dragon's Dogma, and they've promised to change it, whatever the hell that means. But Dragon's Dogma 2, as of late, before the release, we knew that there was only going to be one save. No big deal. I was like, I get it. They want you to live with your decisions. Well, after the game came out, we found out, just because I'm assuming that somebody, and granted, I don't know 100% the story behind this, but I pre-purchased it because I've been super excited about Dragon's Dogma 2. Upon release, we find out that if you want to edit your character, that you have to pay a $2 fee. It's essentially a microtransaction that you buy, and then you can edit your character. And that the only way you can edit your character is by buying this. Now, they've made sure to announce that this is available to earn in-game. We don't know how rare it is in-game or anything, but we're still stuck with that character. So if you want to create a new save, so let's say I'm done playing the game, I want to create a female character. I want to start the whole process, because if you guys don't know, I love the beginning of a lot of games. Elden Ring, I love starting out and like building my character up. That's my favorite part of most games. Ark is another game where I love the very beginning part of Ark, that build up from nothing to something. And it's just really shady what they did, because they didn't let you know this beforehand. If they had let me know this beforehand, I would have said, okay, that's fine. You know, whatever. I hate that idea. I think it's stupid, but I'm just going to cancel my pre-order. They waited till after the game was already out. Now, this is probably my fault. I bought this game through Green Man Gaming, and I've done a lot of my shopping. Like, I buy almost all my games through Green Man Gaming because, you know, I get a little bit of money off. And games are freaking expensive nowadays. So it's normally like 10%. So I'll save like $10, maybe $15 on some games. But I pre-ordered it. They didn't let me know this or ahead of time or beforehand. So I go to start, you know, I'm hearing, I was actually at work and I'm hearing about it, and I came home and I was like, dude, I just want to cancel my pre-order. I can't, because Green Man Gaming, after you're assigned a key, even if you didn't activate it, that key is yours and you'll never be able to return the game. That's it. That's it. You're done. So once I decided to return it, done. I can't do anything. And I'm like, man, all right, that's kind of whack, man. And then I started thinking about it, and this is where I get back to what I'm saying with the same as Kick. Like, I want to take a stand sometimes, man. Like, I have the game now. It's in my library. There ain't nothing I can do. I couldn't return it or nothing. So I have it hidden in my library. I'm never going to play the game. I don't want them to be like, you know what? We have 30,000 people playing live on Steam right now. I'm not going to be one of the 30,000 people that contributes to here. We're going to, you know, I'm going to show off the game, get people excited about it. They're going to buy it. Maybe they didn't do the research, and then they get screwed out of $60 or the $2 that it costs to start a game over. You know what I mean? So real shady. But it's the same thing with Kick. You know, there's some things that I'm not willing to bend on. And one of them is I'm not going to promote something that might do a viewer harm. Like, if you're addicted to gambling, I'm not going to jump over to Kick and expose you to a commercials or something like that promote gambling and maybe contribute to you doing something bad, you know, that you wouldn't have you otherwise wouldn't have done if you were here on Twitch or if you were on YouTube. Like, that's something I definitely 100% am never going to do. So, and it was the same way with Dragon's Dogma. Like, I'm not going to promote the game. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to show it off, get people excited about it. You buy it, and then you go to start over a new game, and yeah, you can't. So, but I know it doesn't mean anything. In the end, it's not that big of a deal, but I am still disappointed that a lot of other top streamers that are going to bash it one day and then the next day play it. And yeah, but like I said, people are free to do with their time what they want to do. I'm not going to, you know, judge people over it or nothing. Anarchy says, I'm waiting to play Dragon's Dogma 2 until the performance issues get fixed. Yeah, that's like a whole other issue too. Like, the performance is not good on it. I'm in a position where performance and stuff like that doesn't mean as much to me as it does to everybody else. I have a 4090 and a 7800 X3D. Paid for it all with my own money, if anyone's wondering. But it's all my own money. But when it comes to games, I'm able to, like, where you guys might run into an issue where it drops down to 50 FPS. Wow, mine goes down to 70. So I try not to ever make my performance, like, push my performance and say, hey, you know what? This game performs great, because a lot of shit like that I'll push through. Where, yeah, but from a lot of people aren't even able to start the game up. They literally crash every 2 seconds, or they get into the game and immediately crash, and then they have to start the whole process over again. I was watching somebody on YouTube the night that it came out, and he was having the issue in absolute rage mode, which I completely understand. He was really pissed. Groot says, what's up, fuckers? What is up, Groot? How are you? He says, that damn Michigan hat, laughing my ass off. Oh, you want me to change it? I can change it. It's cool. I get it. You know, I understand. You're not a Michigan fan. I get it. Here, let me change my hat. I'll change my hat for you. Is that better? Is that better? Does that work more for you? Here you go. Groot, what is up? It's good to see you, my dude. Sausage says, just in my opinion, most streamers just went to Kick because YouTube does 70-30ish split, and YouTube is late with streaming features that Twitch had. But however, there are some toxic people just went there just to say stupid shit. Yeah, there is like no moderation really on Kick too, from what I hear. Kick to me has nearly one of the best customer support and are willing to hear your user voice. Are they? See, I fully admit I haven't even explored it because to me, I created, maybe it's my own stigma. I created my own stigma around it, but I didn't want to, I was worried. You know what I mean? I always worry about stuff like, that addiction to gambling, and it ruins some people's lives. It really does. Like I've heard of, like, it's never happened in my family. I don't have firsthand experience with it, but I can just imagine if you were a kid growing up and you're getting ready to go off to college and you find out that dad spent all the college money, didn't let anybody know, he gambled it away. Like, that's fucking horrible. That's horrible. So yeah. Sasha says Blizzard is changing the EULA by changing their past purchase to everything that has been past purchase is invalid. What do you mean? Does that mean, am I picking that up correctly? Like, am I understanding that correctly? Everything that you've purchased in the past is invalid, and now everything after the EULA is created goes underneath the new EULA? They aren't legally allowed to do that, are you? Because when you agree to a user license agreement, you're agreeing to it as is, not as it changes in the future, right? Unless probably so stated in the EULA that you agreed to. Wow, I just sounded like a lawyer there. You're fucking welcome. It's rocket, and rocket sauce. Tredge Eddie, what is up, Eddie? How are you? He says, my dear friend, so long ago. Holy moly, mice. Nice to see you. Greetings. What is up, man? It's 133. Good to see you. How are you? How you doing after so long? I am doing great, my friend. I'm so glad to be back. We actually started back streaming last week. We did a stream Monday, Tuesday, and then I took Wednesday off, and then we did Thursday, Friday. We did episode 1 and episode 2 of Horizon Forbidden West on PC, which is actually, I'm loving it on PC. I got to say that. So yeah, yeah, I'm very good, man, though. Thank you for asking. How are you? How has life been treating you? So, as far as the YouTube goes then, so I've made a decision. I know it's not ideal even for me, so it's probably not ideal for you guys as well. I decided to, instead of trying to multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch, and I've been trying it now for a week. I've been running into issues. The more I'm reading up on it, the more that I'm realizing that the multi-RTMP output plugin that's available that allows us to do such thing, it's not, I don't want to make this sound bad. Like, it's not being upkept. Like, it's not being updated in a manner that it's going to be completely reliable all the freaking time. Like, all the time. I need it to be completely reliable all the time, no matter what. And I haven't found a way around using it to get what I want out of streaming to here and to YouTube at the same time. So if you guys, anybody wants to actually type it in chat right now, exclamation point YT stream, and that is the YouTube stream. It's going to give you a link to the YouTube stream channel. It's called Rockitsauce Streams. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to edit down all of our streams. So what we're doing right now will actually not be part of the stream when I do post it over there. What I'm going to do is break it down into the actual, when we actually start playing the game. And I'm going to have episodes, half-hour long episodes. And I'm going to repost basically a VOD, a channel VOD over there is basically how I'm going to handle it from now on. So that I'm able to actually give it to you guys in 1440p 60 FPS. So like right now, I'm actually recording right now, and then I'll just re-upload the VODs over there, and I'll cut them down to half-hour long episodes so that you guys don't, maybe you only have a half hour to watch. You can watch the first half hour. Now watch episode 3 later on, or episode 4 later on, you know, that kind of sort of thing. So hopefully that you guys agree with that. I guess it's not exactly what we wanted, but it is a way for, if you do miss a stream, you can come back and watch the whole stream and stuff. Sausage says, yeah, gambling changes you, and it never affected me, but I can see people never went to kick just for the gambling background. Yeah, that they had. That's cool if most don't go to kick for that reason. I just did it because to expand my venture. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't blame people at all. Like I said, I don't judge people. If someone wants to go stream on Kick, do it. Like, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do with their, like, if you wanted to go stream on Twitch, that's fine, or on Kick, that's fine. I get it. It is very alluring, number one, for the 95-5 split. I also worry too about like losing the community that we have here, and then also splitting the chat and you guys not being involved or feeling like you're involved in the stream the way that we are now, or for somebody on Kick to feel like they're not involved like the way we are now. So I think like the way that we talk with each other and we bullshit back and forth is kind of part of the stream, or part of what I offer as a streamer. Eddie says, but smoking is bad, so for other people, don't do it. Like I say, I'm always like, do what you want with yourself. You know what I mean? I have things that I don't want to bend or break on. And, yeah, like I'm fine if other people, I don't even want to say if other people are willing to bend or break on them, because it's everybody's different. You know what I mean? I know what I don't want to bend or break on, and I don't want to, what's a good word for that? Like, I don't want to, like, I don't want to lean on my laurels for anything. Like, I have my own beliefs, you know what I mean? Everybody has their own beliefs. I'll join back later. I'll see you. All right, Eddie. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Sasha says, Blizzard changes EULA to include forced arbitration and you don't own anything. Well, I mean, I think we're really realizing that now, that we don't really own anything that we buy, which is fucking weird, man. Can I just say that? Like, it's fucking weird that we don't own the game that we're playing. I feel like we need some music in the background. Maybe let me pull something up on the other screen. Can I just loop this like Horizon Forbidden West in the background? Are you able to loop something on YouTube? Does anybody know? I guess I could manually loop it. Here, let's just put this in the background real low. There you go. So it ain't just my voice. I can send a YouTube voice in chat, but I don't have mod VIP permissions so someone has to approve the YouTube link. What is that for, Sausage? Oh, a YouTube video? Whisper it to me. Sony removes your media from your account even though you purchased it online on their store. I know, isn't that horrible? Like, there's so many, like, the gaming industry has gotten so weird. And here's my frustration with it is it all, like, well, you know, this is from somebody who doesn't know shit. So take this with a grain of salt, okay? It all stems from people at the top that are out of touch and don't have a realistic view of what is actually happening on, like, the ground floor of gaming. You know what I mean? Where we're at. They don't understand their customer. How really can they? They are a CEO that's making $128 million a year. They see a $70 purchase once a month as not a big deal. They're not us. They aren't working 40 hours a week, you know, on their hands and knees, or, you know, slugging around, you know, shingles, climbing up on a roof, or building a house. They don't do that. They don't understand that there's a lot of work that we do that is involved. And granted, we don't know what the work that CEOs do, but I think we all can agree that a physical form of labor, which a lot of us end up doing, is a lot more stressful than, and you know, physically and mentally. It can be more stressful than, you know, what a CEO has to do, which granted, I'm not shortening, like cutting down what they do, but it's like, they're out of touch with the end user. You know what I mean? Like, a $70 to me is a big deal. If I'm making a $70 purchase for a game, it's a huge deal. I'm making a decision on the game that I'm choosing to play for that month, or one of the 2 games that I might play for that month. Whereas where they see it, they don't see it that way. And why would they? They making millions of dollars. They don't understand that. It's sort of like, you know, us looking down on an ant. And, you know, you always hear that analogy. Do you worry about how the ant feels? You know, it's sort of like that. And that's not to say that they don't care. They don't have a way of relating to that. But it's just so horrible where we're at right now in gaming. It's like, here's my real problem, is that they love to like make out like somehow they aren't making money, which is ridiculous. Almost every game company that makes games is making money. It is the misuse of that money through marketing or how they're making their game, management. It would be the only reason why they're not making money. $58 billion was spent in this country last year on video games. $58 billion. That's a B. $1 billion. We spend, gaming is now the biggest media, which I love saying this. Gaming is the biggest media in this country, actually in the world. So like for companies to make it out like they're not making money just drives me insane. Where it comes down to is they projected to their investors, I'm going to make this company, we here at Sony are going to make $128 billion next year. We're projected to. And then the investor invests money based on what they gave them as a number. They only made $120 billion. We're down $8 billion. And then they come off like somehow they didn't make money. No, you made $120 billion. You didn't make the 128 that you said you were going to make. It doesn't mean that the 120 that you made just disappeared. You made a bad decision in saying this is how much we project we're going to make. You know what I mean? That is ridiculous to say and make out like somehow you're not making money. Most game companies are making money hand over fist. And it's just, it blows my mind that this is the position that we're in, where it's not actually how much money you make, it's how much you told somebody you were going to make. It's just, what the hell is that all about? That's ridiculous. I don't know. It's just, granted, I know nothing too. So like I said, I know absolutely nothing. Sausage said, the Whisperer thinks I'm spam, which I'm not, LOL. But the video title is called Blizzard Locks You Out of Your Account. If you don't agree with new terms, no ownership, forced arbitration. Should we watch it right now? I'm going to copy that and then paste it in my browser. I hate that my chat box, I can't right click and copy and paste. Like I hate that. I hate it. Let me paste that in here. Wow, that's crazy. If that's shit. I have never trusted Blizzard to begin with. Blizzard locks your account if you don't agree with the new terms, no ownership. Lewis, is it Lewis Rossman that made the video? Let me bring it over here. I suppose I should probably provide a link to this as well. This guy's nice enough to make this. We should probably support him a little bit, right? Copy. Here's a link to this if anybody wants to. Damn it. I'm not Stephen Hawking sauce. I'm Rocket. Hold on one second. I'll get that up in chat for you guys. There is a link to this if you guys, any of you guys want to check it out. We'll actually watch this here too and see what it's, what's up. Yeah, Lewis Rossman. Okay. All right, let's check this out. Display capture.
And hope you're having a lovely day. On this channel for many years I've gone over how many manufacturers try to obscure certain terms of the sale. When it comes to right to repair, you may not know that many of the items that you're purchasing are fundamentally unrepairable in a way that older items were. Even this Sony camera that I'm using to record this video has a website where any man, woman, and child on earth can purchase parts to it and can also find manuals to it, which is not something
Venomous,
you see with many modern devices.
How are you?
You don't know that you are locked out of the supply chain necessary to do repairs for many of these devices until you actually buy them. It's not something that's mentioned on the box or in the brochure. And when it comes to many modern devices, you also see companies changing the terms of the sale after the sale. It's not just that they're hiding something pre-sale, it's that they are actually trying to change the terms post-sale. This is something that I went over with Roku recently, where they decided that they were going to go out of their way to send a message to everybody's television, forcing them into forced arbitration. And if you did not click agree to this terms of service, you would not be able to use your television. So you would get a notice that looked something like this. Community.roku.com. We've made an important update. We've updated our dispute resolution terms. Select agree. You may note that there is no button to disagree, which is actually by design. And
That's
if you were to
crazy.
try to hit the button on your remote to switch
That's
over
crazy,
to the
right?
HDMI input, you couldn't. You couldn't change inputs. It actually continued to use the television you bought until you agreed to these new terms that were not present when you purchased the product. And this is something that's becoming very, very common now.
How can that even be allowed? How is that allowed? How can that be a thing? That's crazy. You bought it. You agreed to the EULA when you got it. All right. You agreed to that one. You can't just change it and then be like, you can't use it now. I already spent the money. You can't, like, how is that even a thing? That's crazy. Venomous says, I miss you. I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, we just got back to streaming. We started back streaming last week, Monday last week. So, yeah, it's awesome. Good to see you back. Venomous, how's life been treating you? Biscuit says, all good. I'm just chilling. I finally got a day off of work. Oh, I'm telling you. Today was officially, I'm starting to get warm now. I'm starting to warm up, bros. Yeah, like I finished all the stuff that I had to get done today, and then I'm in the same boat where I'm like, I got nothing to do the rest of the day. Let's freaking stream. Let's get it on. Like, I'm ready to go for a while today. This might be a long stream, y'all. This might be a long one. All right, let's keep going on this.
Nowadays with many companies. It's
yeah,
not
you
just
can't
enough to
own
screw
anything
you up
these
front.
days now.
They have to F you afterwards as well. And this is something that Blizzard appears to be taking part in as well. And again, this is a serious problem when you purchase any product or service that requires internet connectivity to work. Anytime you purchase something that requires internet connectivity to work, they can take away features and functionality after the sale. And more importantly, they can change the terms of service anytime they want after the sale. Because
God, I love the internet and I hate it at the same time. Sausage said, Rockitsauce, LG did the same thing with their fridges. They put it on the box. You can't sue them if the fridge breaks. People are still pissed about that. LG did it too. Like, what the fuck is this world that we live? I mean, I'm just gonna say it, guys. I fucking hate the world that we live in now. Like, I love it and I fucking hate it at the same time. I love it and I hate it. You are still beautiful as always. Venomous not as beautiful as you are. I mean, have you looked in the mirror? Downright fuckable. I'm just saying.
as long as your device connects to the internet to their server and you can't stop it from doing so, they held you hostage. So let's go over this with Blizzard. This is a very interesting little change in the terms of service with Battle.net.
So this is the whole reason why we're actually watching this. This is essentially Battle.net is changing the EULA, and yeah, we're finding out exactly what is going on with this. Sausage was actually incoming Sausage, if you guys don't know, right here in chat. He was nice enough to provide us with a link and actually bring this to our attention, so I figured we'd check it out.
That many people are being asked to agree to. So this is from the Blizzard End User License Agreement, and I'm just going to read what a viewer said over here. I guess Blizzard has gone the way of Roku and Sony. They force you to agree to their new terms and conditions, or it just signs you back out of your account. And apparently you don't own any of the games that you purchased from them and never did. Now, this is an interesting one. So they have this new End User License Agreement that you can see as of March 21st. And if you have agree and cancel. If you cancel, it signs you out of your account. Now, the terms of service here are interesting, where it says, if you do not agree to the terms of this agreement, you are not permitted to install, copy. And if you take a look at this agreement, it's very interesting because it says, if you do not agree to the terms of this agreement, you are not permitted to install, copy, or use Blizzard platforms or games. So this is an interesting one because, again, this is being sent out to people that already purchased these games prior to these being the terms of sale, that need to log on to this platform in order to play their game. If they don't hit agree, then they cannot play their game. So they bought the game when the terms of service were here. Under these terms, that's how they gave you the money. And now, in order to access what they bought under these terms, they now need to agree to new terms. And it says over here, if you reject the terms of this agreement within 14 days after your purchase of a game from Blizzard, you may contact Blizzard through us.battle.net/support/en to inquire about a full refund of the purchase price of that game. If you purchased the game at retail, your right to return the game is subject to the retailer's return policy. So if you bought this game at a store and you can't get a refund on it. So they're able to change the terms of the sale afterwards, and you can't do anything about it. You bought the game with these terms, You gave them the money under these terms. They can change the term to these terms at a later point.
Oh, that's crazy.
And this is one of these things where it just doesn't seem like they thought this through at all, as from the user. And to be clear, there may be a way around this, but the user experience of this was obviously not taken into account when putting this rapey contract. As I do not agree with the EULA, I cannot log into my...
Wait, what did he say? Did you just say the R word? Hold on. Let me re-listen to that last 10 seconds there. Let me go back here. Wait a minute.
When putting this rapey contract. As I do not agree...
Did he just say the R word there? Am I the only one that's hearing that?
With the EULA, I cannot log...
Yeah, he totally did, didn't he?
Into my battle.net account in any way. This creates a few issues that have clearly not been thought out by Blizzard. I cannot log into my account and cancel my service. The only way to cancel my service is to accept the new end-user license agreement, so I can cancel and remove my payment method. I also cannot see the results of my pending ticket with them, as I cannot log in and see the ticket system. As a result, I have deleted my card on my payment platform so they can no longer take my money. I am glad I did not directly give them my card info. And just to be clear here, this is a company that I've talked about a lot on this channel. I talked about them in the LA Fitness video and gym cancellations video. To be 100% clear, I have not been sponsored by them. They have never contacted me. I have never asked them for a discount. I have never received a discount on any of their services, because up to this point, I actually haven't paid for them. This is called privacy.com. What privacy.com allows you to do is you can put a bank account or a debit card down here, and once you have done that, you can create virtual credit cards. So I can have a different credit card for every single merchant that I deal with. So if I'm dealing with a rapey merchant like Blizzard that decides they are just going to change the terms of the sale after I have paid them and not even allow me to cancel unless I accept these new terms, I can simply go to privacy.com and I can change the amount of money that card is allowed to use, or I can delete it altogether. So when they try to bill me again, they will not be able to bill me again.
That's pretty cool.
Privacy.com is a savior for me because there are many websites that have these type of dark patterns. A dark pattern is a pattern where you can technically cancel, but it's almost as difficult as navigating a New York City taxation or government website, where again, like, you can get the information you want if you have 8 hours to spend on the phone and fucking with the website and 8 different browsers to figure out how to get where you need to go. But it's like nobody cared to make it easy to navigate. And
what was that website called? We're at 5:44. Where was that website? You just had it. What was this called?
Actually haven't paid for them. This is called privacy.com.
Privacy.com. I might have to do that. I'm actually, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I like the idea of that because often I worry about that kind of stuff. You know, you put your credit card or your debit card in everywhere. It's like my mother, she had her debit card compromised twice within a month. And yeah, like once that sort of started to happen, it kind of snowballs. It starts happening more and more and more. So
make it easy to navigate.
Well, I just caught him in the worst spot possible. I'm so sorry.
And again, why would you? And being able to navigate the website would result in you receiving less penalties because you are more likely to file your returns on time. This is one of those things where there's really not a motivation or an incentive structure for the company to get it right. If you're canceling, you're not going to give them money anymore, so why do we care about your experience? And maybe if we'll make it hard, we'll just milk a couple more months out of you. Privacy.com is a great service because, again, at the end of the day, I can have different credit cards across all these different merchants, and when a merchant decides to do some bullshit, I can hit delete. Now, when you look on
that's kind of awesome right there. Sausage said that I started using privacy.com, well navigated, by the way. You well navigated is not to get banned by the bot. But I started using privacy.com ever since he mentioned it. Yeah, that's actually, I mean, it's something that I've thought of in the past, but I never, you know, pushed to find out, which is kind of laziness on my part. I ain't gonna lie.
Blizzard community forums, one of the things that you'll read is that most people just fundamentally don't care about this. And again, one of the reasons we are where we are, one of the reasons that we have cars that are able to track everything we do and then report it back to General Motors, who reports it to LexisNexis, who reports it to our insurance company, is because people say, why do you care? The reason that we have refrigerators that, again, you can't even get a warranty honored on because it says on the side of the box that you're not able to class action sue them if they do something wrong, like, I don't know, let's say deny warranty to thousands of users for a defective product, because the side of the box says you're not allowed, you can't do that, which is a box.
All right, let's be honest though. When most of these companies do this, we're going to be completely honest here. I mean, we hate the idea of this. The idea opens up the possibility of a lot more things than it's actually used for. I mean, if we're going to be completely honest, it's not like It's not like Blizzard is attempting to stop you from, like they want you to use their product basically because they within that product there's a way for them to make more money. Or it's not like it's the way that the things that we fear about a lot of these things are often a lot worse than the way they're actually used. If we're going to be completely honest, I mean, you got to see it both ways. It's not like they are going out with the intention of screwing you over, but it's the fact that they could and now be protected for doing that is why we hate it. I mean, really.
That you never see.
How often do you actually hear the end result that we fear being the actual end result is what I'm getting at.
Because their own delivery men and installers throw it out before you see it. The reason that we live in a world where many items are not fixable, whether we're talking about wheelchairs or tractors or consumer electronics, is because you have people that say, it's not a big deal. Who cares? It's one more lost right, but who cares? And when you just look through this thread...
Yeah, like he says there, it's one more lost right. That's kind of what we're worried about. Like, where does it end? And that's kind of like what I'm worried about with Dragon's Dogma. You know what I mean? It's like, I can see where Dragon's Dogma might lead us in the future, which is why it puts me in a spot where literally I've been saying this since the release of Dragon's Dogma. It's coming soon. You are going to have to enter your credit card information. And every time you start up the game, you're going to have to pay 38 cents. Like that's what we're worried about. Where does it lead to kind of stuff?
How much of the purge does this affect in terms of being enacted? You see people saying this is common now. You see the last one is the one that I found the most interesting here. As if anybody here has the resources to take on Blizzard, just hit accept and play. You earn important or powerful amounts to spend brain cells on this. And at the end of the day, for me, it's not about whether I
hate that. I really do. Like, who cares? Because it doesn't affect me kind of attitude. I hate that. I mean, I get it. We're all real selfish. I'm selfish. I think of myself more than I think of anybody else, other than maybe my mother. That would be about it. I think of myself a lot. I think we all can agree that we probably do, but I don't know. I hate that. It doesn't affect me. What do I care? Just shut up and do what I do. Like, no, let somebody make their choice on it. And if that person that makes their choice makes the world better for you, congratulations. You were able to get away with saying, I don't care, but
I believe that there is going to be a genuinely, very societally important reason that I personally sue Blizzard, because I didn't, like, somebody was mean to me in the chat of the latest Warcraft game. That's not what it's about. It's about this very slow erosion of rights, and more importantly, the expectation that we deal with. It's the expectation that you not be able to use a court of law. It's about this slow erosion of rights that happens 100,000 little steps at a time. It's not any one step that's gigantic. True. It's just here to here.
He's right.
To here, to here, to here, to here, to here, to here. Think about how many things would have been considered absolutely insane 30 years ago that we just accept as normal right now. The inability to install an operating system of your choice on a $1,000 computer you own. The inability to fix the things that you own.
Is that a thing?
The idea.
We can install whatever we want on our PCs, right? That's not a thing. I feel like I don't know where that guy, I feel like, is there any PC you can't? I guess maybe a Mac. You buy a Mac for that operating system, though, right? Probably referring to Apple. Yeah, that's what I was. That's what literally I was just thinking it as you typed it. Yeah, exactly.
Idea that your car has the ability.
I feel like you buy an Apple, though. You buy it for that. You know what I mean? Like, that's part of the product that you're buying.
To report information to the insurance company, so that if they think you accelerated too fast on one occasion, your insurance premiums go up $100 a month without your consent. Google having the ability to go through everything that you send to their platform, scan it, have people look at it, and then report it to the police because you took a picture of your child for a doctor during a time period.
What the fuck is the control button? That's for me to slide and crouch. That isn't a button for it. What's a control?
Period when you were not able to go there physically. And again, there's so many things where people will simply say, like, what are you afraid of? You have nothing to hide. Trust me, they're not spying on you. You're not going to sue Blizzard. Like, at the end of the day, there's just one after another, after another, after another. And like 10 or 20 or 30 years from now, when companies are able to do whatever they want to us, when we have no privacy anymore, when we have no sovereignty over what we own, we don't own what we own. everybody's going to say, man, when did it happen? And you won't be able to point to any individual instance.
No.
Because there wasn't any individual instance that was a
Arthur Morgan!
Rather, it was a slow march.
What up, Arthur?
Towards just not owning anything, not having any consumer rights, and not having any freedom. And that's a sad thing. And again, when you look at this, your use of the platform is licensed, not sold to you. And you hereby acknowledge that no title or ownership with respect to the platform and the games is being transferred or assigned. And this agreement should not be construed as any sale of rights. Nothing that you have purchased from this company is actually yours. Nothing that you've purchased from many other companies has been yours for a long time. Even if
Well, it's kind of like digital ownership anyways at this point. I mean, this is what I preached about way back when I was, I mean, even up until within the last 6 years from when I first started streaming. So within the last 6 to 7 years, when I first started streaming, I was hardcore in, I wanted a physical copy of the game in my hand. That physical copy couldn't be changed. It was my copy. It was mine. I was always very big into that. Like, I want that physical fucking copy in my hand. So, and that was what I wanted to buy. And I was always against things moving the way that they have. I will say now, hey, I'm running into this issue right now. I have been, if you guys don't know, my mother just had knee surgery. So, as a way to hang out with her, me and her have been watching Game of Thrones because I had it on Blu-ray. And I was like, you know what? Perfect. You know, I'll bring my PlayStation over there and we'll I'll set it up and then we can watch Game of Thrones every night. And then, so I'll go over and make dinner and then we watch Game of Thrones, 1 or 2 episodes every single night. Problem is now those discs are kind of old. They're getting old. And if you guys don't know, there is a lifespan to a Blu-ray. And I believe it was like the first or the second disc started having skipping and stuff that was happening. And I'm like, gosh, damn, man, that freaking sucks. And as I'm watching it now on Blu-ray, there's like conveniences that have been given to us by being able to play them through like HBO Plus or through Amazon or something like that. Where now like I can skip the intro. I don't have to listen to the 45-minute long intro song that accompanies every episode. You know, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Game of Thrones. The whole opening part is like 3.5 minutes long of them just playing the song. You know, I won't sing it for you, but like there's pluses and minuses to it. But I was always a preacher. Like, I wanted that physical copy in my hand because it couldn't be changed. But yeah, it's like it's not all bad. Yeah. You've seen Game of Thrones? Like, I'm falling back in love with it again. The song is 3 minutes. No, it's 3 minutes and 38 seconds long. Like, it's a long. I'm like, why is this a thing? I can put it on times 30 fast forward to get through it. But now when we are like, when we're watching it on a streaming service, there's always that little button in the bottom that says skip intro. And you can be like, oop, done, right into the episode. You can't do that in the old shit, you know? 3 minutes, is it 3-4? It's literally, it gets long. It's long. It makes me laugh how long it is. Have you started Dragon's Dogma 2 yet? Asked Arthur Morgan. Arthur Morgan, we're just actually talking about that. That's actually what sort of led us into watching this video. I'm not going to be playing it. I won't, I want to make sure that everybody realizes what I'm saying, the way I feel. I don't project onto anybody else. If anybody wants to play Dragon's Dogma, feel free. It's your shit, man. You earn your money, you spend your money how you want. But with the microtransaction stuff that's going on with what's going on, and not even really, it's not the microtransaction itself, it's the scammy way that they initiated that microtransaction for being able to start over a game or being able to change your character. These are like basic fucking things to any RPG ever created in the history of mankind. And to be forcing you to pay for that stuff, I don't want to support it, man. I don't want to support a game that does it. If they would have let everybody know ahead of hand, I might feel differently about it. I would feel differently about it. But they did not let everybody know ahead of time, and or beforehand. I keep switching around them too. But yeah, like they didn't let anybody know ahead of time. So then people bought the game, and people like me, like I bought it through Green Man Gaming. I can't return that game. It's now they've earned the money, and they did it by scamming me because they didn't let me know what I was getting ahead of time. If they would have let me know ahead of time, I get it. All right, I would have canceled my pre-order and I'd have been fine. Now I'm stuck with a game, and I know Arthur Morgan, it's actually where if you want to change your character's appearance, you have to pay $2, or it can be earned in game. But from what I understand, it is not easy to earn in game, and it's not unlimited in game. Also, if you want, it has one save slot. Now, I'm not 100% certain, and I'm kind of, I hate to, I don't know, and maybe one of you guys know the exact situation behind this, but if you want to start over, you can't. You have to pay that $2 essentially to start over, is what I'm understanding, or is this what's been portrayed to me as. So you only have one save. You can't start over. You can't, like, they already said that this was going to be a thing beforehand, that you couldn't, like, there was one save, but now you see what they implemented it for. I was thinking that they were implementing it. You have one save, you have to live with your decisions. And I was like, okay, I can live with that. That's actually, I'm okay with that. Because I save scum the shit out of the little bit that I played of Baldur's Gate 3. Like, I save scum the shit out of that. I thought they were implementing it to make you, essentially to make you live with your choices, which I was okay with. But that is not the reason they did it. They did it so that they could charge you money in order for you to be able to get that, you know, I want a second playthrough. What? I have to pay $2 for a second playthrough? No, I paid $80 for the game. I didn't pay $80, but I did pre-order it and I got the deluxe edition, and I might not have paid the full $80 for it, but I paid more than retail cost, you know? So yeah, that's the whole situation's very weird, and I just don't want to support it, man. I think it's very scammy what they did. They scammed people out of money. People like me that bought it from, maybe didn't get it on Steam. If you bought it from a store, you opened it, you put it in, you realize that, oh my God, I can't do this without paying $2. Fuck that, I don't want it. You can't take the game back. It's yours now. You're stuck with it. This is sort of what's led to us watching this video too. I think it's real shady, and I don't want to support it, man. I don't want to show off a game and be like, look how great this game is, because I hear it is very good. I heard it's dope, and it's a disappointment because I really, really, really wanted to play it. It was like I told you guys, it's one of my early game of the year, like my predictions for game of the year, and yeah, I was severely disappointed, but I just don't want to support that, so that somebody else can go in there and maybe they don't educate themselves. Like, obviously, I wasn't educated, but I mean, people can educate themselves now on what the situation is. But I don't want to, like, I'm going to show it off. I'm going to support it. Someone else is going to go buy it, find out the wrong way, and then they're stuck with a, $70 purchase. I don't think that's right. I think it's just, so I decided I'm not going to play it. It just, it doesn't mean anything in the long run. I'm just taking a stand where, this is my line in the sand. This company is no better. To me, Capcom right now, what they did is no better than, what's that damn game that came out not too long ago? Day After Tomorrow. No different than Day After Tomorrow. They scammed. They fucking scammed. That's what they did. Why would you sabotage your game by making it not replayable? Exactly. Like, I don't know what they think they got out of this. I don't know. What did you get out of this? Queen said, yep, plus Revival Ruins, I think it was too, or question mark. Like, I have to pay to play if I die. No thanks. Yeah, I think the Revival Ruins, essentially you can reload from the last time that you rested at an inn, and then it saves for you during big parts of the game, or as you're going along. Like, it's auto save. There's an auto save that happens all the time, and I'm guessing that's probably within 5 minutes or something like that. It's a total guess. I don't know. I haven't played it. But then there's also every time you rest at an inn, it creates a save. So those are the two things that you have to fall back on if you die. So you could possibly lose several, 10 hours, I guess, if it didn't auto save within there. I don't know exactly what the situation is. But yeah, but they'll make it easy on you. You can pay for them. You can just buy them if you want. And I heard a lot of people saying that, well, those things are limited, so it's okay. They're not limited. You can buy an unlimited amount of them, and it's not okay. It's pay to win. They took the bag and ran. Ain't that right, Dexy? Like, they just right off the fucking deep end. What is, yeah, I already read that. Sorry. Anarchy says, I want to enjoy it, but less than 60 FPS on a 4090 is a no-go for me. Really? I can't imagine my 4090 getting less than 60 FPS on anything. Like, I don't know how accurate that is. I don't think I've ever gotten below 120 FPS with my 4090, even like Horizon Forbidden West. Like, in the worst spots, I guess it does drop down to like 96 in the worst spots. Is that really a thing? I feel like that's rough. Suicide Squad was supposed to go, it was supposed to get a battle pass unless that got canceled. Yeah, I feel like Suicide Squad, I think a lot's going to get canceled with that game. I actually enjoyed it. I didn't mind it. I thought it was fun to play. I thought the gameplay was pretty fun. I don't think it needed to be a live service game at all. I don't think there was no need for that. They could have just kept like the idea of a live service. I feel like live service games are really weird. I don't think companies actually know what a live service is. A live service is Destiny. A live service is what the Division used to be, not what it is now. It's now a scam. Don't buy the Division. Like I hate the Division now. It's not a scam, but I'm used to absolutely love the Division. Was one of my favorite franchises ever. Now I absolutely hate it. It makes me angry. But yeah. I would rather rebuy the Saint reboot than buy a $2 save. Yeah, right. Like it's so shady. And I would, even if they said it beforehand, it's one thing. No, you didn't say it beforehand. And this is what upsets me the most. People are like, well, if you don't want it, then don't buy it. Dude, I didn't know I had to buy it. If you would have let me know beforehand, I would have canceled. I wouldn't be out. I think I paid $56 for the deluxe edition, which is well below what it would have cost. But granted, it's still, it's like, come on, man. You got to let me know ahead of time. If I know ahead of time, I can cancel the pre-order. No, you waited purposefully for people like me to go out and buy it and pre-order. This is just another reason why people say you shouldn't pre-order a game, Like I was excited for it. I'm wanting to be a content creator. I want to have this stuff ahead of time so I can get it set up, as far as the stream goes. And I want it ahead of time so that I'm ready to go. When the time is to go live, it's go live. But I guess I'm an idiot. I guess I'm a dum-dum. Queen says, at this point with the games releasing this year, I'm going to stick to my modded Stardew Valley and keep the carpet bombings up, keep carpet bombing my cows. That's actually funny. There's been actually a lot of good releases. There has been. I mean, there's been a lot of good games. I think we tend to always pay attention more to the negative nowadays than we do the positive games. But there's been some really good games. There's been some really good games in the last full year, like an insane amount of games. Like I think it's the spillover from COVID, like the COVID spillover sort of happening. This guy gets it. Like right there, look at him. He's so enthralled with what I'm saying. Like he's my best viewer. I wish you guys were like him. Shut up, watch. Sorry. Queen says, Morgan says, Metal Gear Survive also has DLC saves. I haven't played a Metal Gear game in so freaking long. There's so many games though that fit under this, right? Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I can't believe there's times where I'm legitimately ashamed to be a gamer. Like something will happen and I'm like, oh my God, man. Like I'm so ashamed right now to support this. That's what it's more is. I'm not ashamed of being a gamer. It's like, I love being a gamer. Playing games and what I do with my free time. I absolutely adore that. And I wear it like a badge of honor all the time. It's the fact that I support some of these things. That's what I'm often ashamed of. This is why I play PS2, PS3, and retro PC games. They do this shit back. They didn't do this shit back then. No, not at all. Not at all. You didn't. You also got exactly what you paid for, and there was nothing that came after it. So let's look at the positive of where we are now. It's like I'm saying, man. Like there's so many cool things nowadays, but it's like this balancing act with the fucking shitty that comes along with it. So you couldn't get a live update at all back then. So it wasn't Contra. No, it was the old RoboCop game back in the day. I believe there was a bug that's still in it. Like you could literally run into I forget exactly what it is, but I want to say it's the old RoboCop game, side-scrolling RoboCop game. And I remember like the theme song. And yeah, it was like Contra, I do believe, but I think there's still a bug in it to this day. It couldn't get removed. What if one of these game-breaking bugs existed in one of these games and yeah, it's shipped and there's never updated? So, I mean, there's positives too. Sausage says, the only problem I had was driver issues. Yeah. All right, let's finish up with what this guy's saying here.
I were to purchase a camera from a different brand than this, and anything were to go wrong with that camera, can I get a schematic? Can I buy parts easily to it? No. The reason that I got this thing, even though Sony sucks in a lot of other ways,
what is up?
is
How
that
are you?
13 years after the purchase of this camera, I could go to their website, and again, the price is perfect. It's $35 for an HDMI port, but I can buy it, and I can see a nice little detailed 97-page manual that tells me how I can service it, so that if anything happens to it, I can have some feeling of ownership over it. That feeling of ownership is something that's being taken away more and more every single day. You bought.
I feel like a key in that sentence is the feel of ownership. It's not really ownership. You want to feel like you own that ship. Okay, you want insurance. Insurance ain't great either. That's expensive.
Thing. You bought it under one set of terms, and now they can just change it and take away what you'd purchased if you don't agree to it. 10 or 15 years ago, we would have thought this is crazy. And now it's just like, okay, whatever.
This is probably why you guys always hear me say, like, this shit's crazy. That's exactly what he's saying. Like, my head is me 20 years ago. Like, I shit you not. Like, in my mind, I'm still 25. Like, I'm not 25. It was 15, almost 20 years ago. I was 40. I'm like 44 now. Oh my God, I said it out loud. I don't even believe it's real. But yeah, like, my head is still 20 years ago where I'm like, dude, this shit's crazy. No, it's not crazy, man. So it's like, I hate to bash young people when they're like, dude, just fucking pay for it. Who cares? Gives a shit. It's because they've grown up this way, you know? The last 10 years have been like this. And they're like, yeah, I get it. It's whatever. Looney says, it's nice to see you, all in capital letters with exclamation points. It is good to see you too, Looney. How has life been treating you? I've caught a couple of your streams. I'm far less than I should have. I'm not going to lie, but I have caught a couple of streams. I don't know if you see me lurking. Said, how the devil have you been? I have been absolutely amazing. Maybe not absolutely amazing. I've been okay, but it's better now that I'm back actually streaming. I started back streaming last Monday. Last Monday was our first stream back. Now I've been testing out stuff and changing things around and trying new things, and yeah. But we did the first 2 episodes of Horizon Forbidden West Thursday and Friday of last week. So if you guys want to go and check out episode 1 and 2 of Horizon Forbidden West, you guys can always get that. Type in exclamation point YT for YouTube, YT streams, and that'll take you over to where I actually re-upload all the VODs. Now the first 2 episodes of that VOD are going to be really long because I hadn't really decided how I was going to do that. So is it working? Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? It's not going to work. Oh, feels bad, man. Dude, I have the bot open and everything. Here, let me try. Dude, horrible. You're a horrible streamer. You're the worst. I just tested this out literally last night and it was working. I made it last night. Hold on. My vote will go to Elden Ring just because I've started getting into the Souls series now. They're really, really good, isn't it? I keep looking at this other camera. I need to get this other camera out of here. Get it out of here. Get it out. We're going to be deciding that very shortly here. We are going to get into games here pretty quick, but I will let you guys decide what we're playing today. But the first 2 episodes of Horizon Forbidden West are actually going to be really long. And from now on, from here on out, everything that I re-upload, I will do in half-hour increments. So if we do a 5-hour stream, once we start playing the game, from the moment we hit, start on the game, we'll have, half-hour increments so that it's easier for you guys to digest over there as well. I want you to play Elden Ring as well. All right. We'll put up a poll here very shortly. We'll start a poll. And give me a second. Let me see if I can't get this. Let's listen to this. And at the same time as we're finishing listening to this, there's like 2 minutes left of it. Yeah, not even 2 minutes left of it. Let's finish listening to this. And while that's happening, I'll try and get the link working.
Whatever. Majority of people are just going to look at that and say, okay, whatever. And again, it's not going to be until they drive their Chevy Bolt. And there's one time where somebody stops in front of them a little too hard. So they, because they're playing with their phone or some bullshit. So I now have to hit the brakes a little harder than usual. And I actually prevent a crash, but now my insurance premiums went up $100 because my car's spying on me. Like, that's the point at which people are going to care. They only care when it personally affects them. And the thing that I fear above all else is that people are not going to notice that it affects them until it's too late. Until you can't really reverse it. You can't change course. You can't stop. It's kind of depressing. Anyway, let me know what you think. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. 2 things I would like to shill here. Feel free to turn off the video at this point, because at this point, this is just an ad.
No,
and
we'll watch
I
it
do
through.
not like ads, so I like to give you time to just go into your pocket.
I'm with you, I understand, but we'll watch it for you, bud.
Pause on your TV remote or anything before you hear it. All right, so that should have been enough time for you to end it. This here is an Atten hot air rework station. We have these back in stock, same day shipping, and we also have them on sale. If you know anybody who's purchased these from me who's ever had a problem with them, hopefully they've let you know that if you do have a problem with this, even a little bit outside of warranty, we are usually very generous in terms of dealing with that. Although we haven't had as many warranty issues with these as we've had with
technically
other brands.
I'm a hot air rework station.
And we also have this, and this is a Mr. Clinton the Cat battery pack, so you can use this for charging up your phone, your Bluetooth headphones, anything like that. It's a little USB power bank. Yeah, this is $28.71, and it has a little engraving on it. I don't know if it's engraving.
What is it? What is a hot air rework station? I don't know.
Of Mr. Clinton
I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea.
Of Clinton the Cat.
But I feel like I watched this video this far.
Down below, and that's it for today. And as always,
help support him. We'll keep watching it.
See you on the next video. Bye now.
He does Mac repairs. Okay, I got you. So it's I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yeah, I got you. All right. So yeah, that's I'm gonna go ahead, and we of course provided a link down in this chat for everybody. I'm gonna relink this so that if anybody wants to go and check this out and watch it at their own pace, I'm gonna put that in chat right now. If you do watch it, make sure you throw them a like. I'm gonna do the same as of right now. Good video at 19,000 likes right now. Very good video. Good job. But yeah, it definitely touches on a subject that I think is, I think right now, especially right now, is, and thank you, Sausage, too, by the way. I appreciate you for bringing that one up. But yeah, it brings up something that's very relevant to what we're talking about today, or what we have been talking about today. All right, now I think I'm going to get a poll going. How do I start a poll now? I forgot how to start a poll. It's been too long. I never thought that I would touch them, said Looney. I just thought that they would be a pain, all the Dark Souls games. They aren't. See, here's what I think that most people don't realize about Dark Souls games, and why I think that a Souls-like game is not a Dark Souls game. It's not a FromSoft game, I guess would be a better way of saying it. Like, when you are playing a Dark Souls game, and I don't know if this is, intended, is what I guess I should say. I don't know if this is intended by them, but it feels like it is. Everything that you do is so thought out and exacting. So when you attack, how long it takes you to do that attack, the recovery from the attack, when you can be interrupted in that attack, if the attack hits at the same time as another attack, like all of this stuff is thought out when you're playing an actual FromSoft game. And when you play something like Neo, it's not the same. You can't just slap something like it's hard. It's got no matter what you can do, you're always playing on very hard. That's not a Souls-like game, you know. It's you can't put a bonfire in a game and then have it so you have Estus flasks and you drink and it be a Souls-like game to me. A Souls-like game is got to follow that pedigree that is made by FromSoft. Everything is thought through. Now there's some things that they miss a lot of times when you're playing through an area or in a level, the ground might be a little uneven and might create some things that are unintended, but 100% all the way, like, it's insane how much thought they put into their game and how exacting the combat is. And then if you don't play that game the way it's intended, the punishment that you get back from that feedback you get from the game. Like, Souls games are probably my favorite type of game to play, period. Well, Elden Ring is now, it's my new, like, Skyrim. No, I don't even, Elden Ring is my favorite game of all time now. It's not even close. Like, not even close. Elden Ring is so far ahead. Goob said, hello, chat and Rockitsauce. What is up, Goobs? How are you? I'm gonna try and get this this poll started, and you guys can choose. It sounds like I know what everyone's gonna say. Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, let's play that. I thought there was one right in the Twitch dashboard that you could just create a poll from. Manage poll. I did it. Create a new poll. Question: what are we playing today, guys? Oh God, Jesus Christ. Thanks for the flashbang, whoever did it. I'll thank you properly in a second here. Jesus Christ. All I can see is white dots now. What we playing today? And we're going to have two choices. It's going to be either Elden Ring or it's going to be Horizon Forbidden West. We're just going to run we'll run this poll for 2 minutes. It has started now. If you guys want to go ahead and let's view results live. Live results. All right, it is in chat right now. If you guys want to go ahead and check it out and vote for what we're going to be playing today, feel free. Do the thing. All right, let me minimize that. All right, where did I leave off in chat here? I feel like I'm handling chat much better today. I was, for those of you guys that don't know, I've been struggling a little bit here and there with chat as of late. Yeah, it's been an experience. Let's just say that. Like, it's been so long since I've been paying attention to chat, paying attention to games and all that stuff now that it's taken a little bit more getting used to. Gubin says, I am fine. I'm glad to see you this early. Yeah, I decided I had all the stuff done. Like I always like to try and prepare you guys ahead of time. Like, so let's just say at 6 o'clock tonight, we're going to be going live. That way, if you guys have something going on, you can, you're like, okay, I got to be done with that by 6 or something like that. But today I was done with all the shit that I wanted to do. I have nothing going on today or tomorrow before I go back to work on Wednesday. And I was like, you know what? I'm getting a stream in today. This one's going to be a girthy one too, buds. This one's going to be girthy. Sausage says, I played Soul Calibur and Final Fantasy. I have never played either. Wait, I played Soul Calibur back in the day. I feel bad at how little Final Fantasy I've ever played. Like, I feel a little bit of shame because everyone's like, Final Fantasy, and I'm like, I didn't. And here's the thing with me. This is for right or wrong. All right, listen, I'll admit I have plenty of faults. But the moment that I hear Japanese singing in a game, I'm instantly checked out. And I'm checked out, dude. It's done. I don't even care how great the game is. Mentally, I check out, which is probably not the best way to handle it. But Dexty, by the way, thanks for the flashbang, man. I appreciate it. Now my light's actually on permanently too. Dexty said, I'm sorry, Rocket. I wanted to test it out. You're good, man. That's what it's there for. I think I put a limit on 20 for the stream, so I can only be flashbanged 20 times during a stream. I feel like that's enough. That's it. Arthur Morgan said, I hope Elden Ring wins. I don't want to leave again. Oh, yeah, because, you haven't played Horizon. Oh, Final Fantasy is my jam. Yeah, Looney. It's so many people's jam. I feel like I would like it if I played it, but I'd never get by I don't know. I don't even have a lot of that, Japanese singing. Like, I don't even want to call it Japanese singing. Anime? Is that it? Anime. Gubin, how did you feel about the size of that when it came up? I see that you just redeemed the how long I followed. If you guys want to redeem a channel reward right now and actually see how long that you've actually followed the stream, I made it a little bit differently. Normally it would just come up in chat. I wanted to do something different. Somebody spend 100 points right now. You guys probably have hundreds of thousands. Just do it. Hit it and look at it and tell me if it's too big or too small. And then I'll make a note of that. And then after stream, I will adjust the size of it so you guys can decide. Or we can do it live right now in front of the entire world. See that? Dexty! Boom. Look at it. It shows your multiple people did it at once. That's what I got to do. I got to set up a queue for when that happens so that it doesn't, one person does it and then the other one covers it up. Thank you guys. Is that fine? Group says I missed mine. Yeah, I got to set up a queue for it. That's another thing. You know what? I gotta make a note or something. It's something that I've been meaning to do. There you go, Goobs. Tells you exactly how long you followed. I can't read it, but it'll actually show your profile picture on there and everything. So you'll see your profile picture. So now, Goobs, I know that you need to go put a profile picture in so that of your face. Do it like this, just so that on my stream it'll show you popping up with middle fingers at me. See, there's Arthur Morgan. Is that cool? That's pretty cool that it actually brings up your profile picture, isn't it? Isn't that dope? I love that. All right, let's check in on this poll. I wanted to do something different, So what won? Elden Ring wins by a landslide? Holy cow. I love you guys for that. Oh my God. How awesome is that? By a literal 100% margin, too. There was not one vote for Horizon Forbidden West. Wow, is it? Do people? You know what's so funny too? This is okay. It's not funny. You know what's so strange too is Horizon Forbidden West released the same day as Elden Ring. Just so happens that that's the two games that I want to play right now, and it just so happens that I felt like Horizon Forbidden West got overshadowed by Elden Ring so much. Like, I think they should have 100% changed the release date of Horizon Forbidden West, because I literally think Horizon Forbidden West is one of the great, like, it's up there with some of the greatest games. Like, it's an awesome game. Really, really, really good. So if you guys are debating on whether or not you want to buy it, just buy it. You won't be, it's like, it's so good. But, yeah, like I felt like it was the same way. And then Horizon Forbidden West is coming out and Dragon's Dogma 2 is coming out on the same day or one day apart. And it got overshadowed by Dragon's Dogma 2. And I'm like, man, Horizon Forbidden West has just been in this rut where it keeps getting overshadowed, and possibly wrongfully so. Like, I think this game is up there with the likes of Elden Ring. It's a different kind of game, but I feel like it's a dope ass game. This game's dope. I didn't know they were the same day. Yeah, they were the exact same day. They came out on the exact same day. I'm not going to get Days Gone when you get a PS5. Days Gone is dope. If you got a PC, get it on PC. It runs way better on PC. It's a shame that we're not getting a second one of that. Goob says, but I'm ugly in my profile. No, you're not. Goobs, you're beautiful. I don't care who told you that. I will kick their ass. You're beautiful, Goobs. But definitely you should be giving me the middle fingers. You should do something funny like that. You know what I have here? I'll actually show you guys. Let me, we're going to Handycam time. You guys ready for Handycam? I should just do this right now live on stream. So we're going to go Handycam right now. I should put the background in here. I wonder if I can do that right now. You know what? Let's go back. You know what? I'll share it with you. I'll share it with you guys so you guys can see how I do this stuff. I wonder if, so this is my OBS within OBS within OBS within OBS. This is infinite mirror deal going on here. But there is the desktop blur background. Okay, so this is what I want, but I want it in the second camera scene. So we're gonna go to my second camera scene. Let's go ahead and add in. I believe that's just a display capture. Let's do this one. I don't think we have to change anything. I think we can just do that. Is it not going to let me? It's not going to let me do this. There we go. So now this is there. Then let's take this, put it all the way down on the bottom. Lock it. Pop lock and drop it. No, I think I have to do a source clone of it. Let's remove this. Get it out of here. Let's do this. A source clone. You guys can't see it. I'm sorry. When I change stuff, it changes. All right, so I think I need to do a source clone. That source that I'm going to clone should be desktop blur. Boom. So now you see it's blurring everything. Then we're going to bring that all the way down to the bottom. We're going to lock it in place, and there you go. Now in the background, it's blurry. That's how I do it. That's how I do it right there. You're welcome, everybody that didn't know how I did it, that didn't ask to know. You're fucking welcome. Take that. All right. So now, wait, that was in second cam screen, right? I did it in the wrong spot, didn't I? Idiot. Okay. I'm just gonna, can I copy it? I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna delete it from the other one. Here, let me pull it back over so you guys can see it. All right, so now in the second camera screen, I forget when I go to the second camera screen, you guys can't actually see when I do it, but I'm over in the second cam screen now. I'm gonna throw it in here. I wanted to know the blur. Well, it's actually like a, I'll show you the actual ins and outs of it in a second here if you really want to see it. If you don't and you're just being funny, I'm sorry. You're probably going to see it anyways. All right, source clone. And then we're going to put that as, I'll show you what I'm doing here in a second. Desktop blur. Okay. All right, so the blur needs to be centered. Boom. I need vertically centered. and put it all the way at the bottom, and there's the blur. Now you guys are handy-cammed. All right, so yeah, here, let me show you. No, you really want to know? All right, so when I am in, let's say, like the talk screen right here, this is, I guess I got to show you on the, no, I got to show you on this one. I have to show you on this one. So in this scene, I just call it desktop blur. I keep looking at that damn camera because now I'm used to that's where the camera's at. Desktop blur is basically, I just make a clone of my desktop. So this screen right here is my desktop. Behind it, I just made a clone, and you have to use a plugin called Source Clone for OBS Studio. It does not work in OBS Streamlabs. If you're using Streamlabs, punch you in the face and get rid of it, okay? But basically, I create a clone of this one right here. And then within it, I use a filter. The filter is called a composite blur, also a plugin that is only available for OBS Studio. And you definitely want to set it to, it shouldn't be Gaussian blur. It should be dual quasi. Dual quasi blur is much less performance intensive. And then usually I put it at a 40% blur. And then boom, that's it. That's it. That's all you do. Without that, layer here, I'll show you. Without that, it's just my just my screen. It's a simple plugin, and it's called Composite Blur, and I have it on many things within the stream. So, boom, there it is. On, there it is, off. Boom, there it is. So now, I also take this screen. If I unlock it, you can see if I, like when it's normally there, it's smaller. I make it bigger because when you make it bigger, it pulls it out from behind stuff. So like right here in this scene, you can see like the darkness. Otherwise, this would be trapped behind the screen. With it being bigger, it pulls it out, and then it sort of creates like this, almost like this screen is creating a duplicate of itself kind of further away. So make it a little bit bigger. That how much bigger you want to make it is actually, yeah, up to you. But yeah, that's it. That's all I do. Now, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. Now back to the original point. We were talking about Gubin's profile picture, and I'll show you guys. So I have see, much better with the blur behind. I have a new PC. I built this PC. I love this PC. It's probably my most proudest moment. Don't judge me on how bad my cable management is, okay? It's freaking horrible. But that's my new PC. I built this thing. Is that not fucking absolutely gorgeous? Look at how big my GPU is, by the way. Is that ridiculous? Who needs anything that big to play a game? I do. Shut your mouth. But you see the LCD screen, right? Right is left, left is right. Right there, that LCD screen. I can change that to whatever I want, including pictures. And I think I want to put a picture of myself on there in a luchador mask. Yeah, doing horrible things. That's what I want to do. That's going to be my new profile picture eventually in the future, I think. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. How do you like it? It's going to be this luchador mask. This luchador mask. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong mic again. That luchador mask. And it's going to be something like me going, like that. And every time you look at my PC, that's all you're going to see. I'm just saying. Cyan Goobs, thank you for redeeming that. We have not actually tried that out yet. It's not real complicated. You're just going to tell me and I'll tell it. So Goob just redeemed a channel point reward, and he wants to change the background color to cyan. So let's do that. Echo, change studio lights to cyan.
Okay.
There it is. There it is. How beautiful is that? Oh, that is such a vibe, isn't it? Oh God, that's a vibe. I like it. Goob, good choice. Good job, man. Sausage says, my cable management is sausage. Dude, so mine was perfect, but this is the thing. Like, so much of my stuff changes and has to move too. So like the camera has to be able to move. The monitors have to be able to move. All of this stuff has to be able to move around and be mobile. And also while I'm streaming, be reachable. So let's say I wanted to, I got it. Let's do this. I wanted to do a auto tune, something like that. Like I got to be able to reach this stuff, and that was horrible auto tune, by the way. Auto tune is so weird when you don't have music behind it. But if I want to be able to do anything, that stuff's got to be like within reach. And I find if like I put it where all the cables and stuff aren't visible, it's not usable. It's got to be usable. Cyan looks nice. I know it, right? Like that was a great choice. I didn't think it was possible. Did you, Rockitsauce? What? You look a lot better now? No, it's not possible. It's just a figment of your imagination. Everything else adds to the stream, if you know what I mean. Everything else adds to the stream. Do I have follow aid? Did the follow aid show up for you, Venomous? Which, by the way, Venomous, I love that I'm seeing your name in chat. With all of you, I really am. Like, I'm so happy to see your guys' name back in the chat. I love it. I absolutely adore it. You might have to scroll up to catch up with chat. Did I? No, I see it. I see it. I'm caught up. I jump around in chat a lot, I'll admit. Yeah, it was quick. Yeah, I think it should stay for 5 seconds. I made it cheap enough so that it's not really anything. I think you earn 100 points. I'm not sure exactly. What is the Twitch default for points per hour or per minute? Isn't it like every 10 minutes you watch, you get like, I don't know. I still have it. I haven't changed it. I haven't been able to find a spot to change it. That's what I wanted to be able to do. But I know so many of you guys have points built up from the past. Like somebody had like 47,000 points. I was like, oh, we're going to make the flashbang more expensive now. I didn't realize it. You guys still get those points that you've earned in the past. So Venomous, give me your opinion. Was the follower tag there, was that too much or too small? Or does it need to be bigger? We'll adjust it right now, actually. Cyan also helps you recover from flashbangs, Rockitsauce. It completely does. Way faster recovery time, right? If I'm getting pushed in that favela and somebody throws a flashbang and there's cyan in the room, you're 38% more quick of recovering from that flashbang. I'm blind, so it was small for me. Okay. All right. We'll adjust it right now. So I don't know if you have to, you know what? We can do it in this one right now that we're in. So if you guys don't know how this works, basically I have it right now. You see Venomous, this is hers right now. I basically am able to, I wish I could show my mouse, but essentially this always exists on the stream, except for it's just a slightly off screen. And then when you guys redeem it, it moves it and brings it over onto screen and then moves it back off where it's not visible anymore. So essentially this is always visible on my screen, but let's just make it bigger. Is that big enough? I feel like that's probably big enough, right? That's probably perfect, isn't it? 5 years now. I know it. Isn't it insane? Venomous, thank you so much. 5 years, 10 months, 12 days, 22 hours, 26 minutes, and 33 seconds. That's what she said. Yes, that's good now. All right. So then we're just going to slide this slightly off the screen. Right about there, I think is probably going to be good. I need, hold on 1 second. I'm going to lock it down. Transform, and I'm going to copy the transform for that. Somebody else redeem it right now. And let's see how that works. I think I followed you 2019, but that was my old account. Was it? No, you were always, wait, yeah, you were Arthur Moore. You didn't have the numbers after it before, did you? Yeah, that actually came out perfect. Goobs, I still don't see the profile picture of you giving me the finger, the double bird. Get it done right now. Just take a picture of yourself giving the 2 birds up. Morgan says, my old account was Vault Boy. Was it? Dude, Morgan, how mad are you going to be if I didn't know you were Vault Boy before you were Arthur Morgan? Because I remember Vault Boy. Did you ever tell me that? No double birdies? No, Venomous, come on. It'll be funny. Every time that he goes to see how long he's been following, it'll show his picture come up and it'll be him giving the double birds. You know what? This, the background here on this blur is not big enough. We need to make it bigger. I'm noticing that right now. Shh, we're going to make it huge. Make it big. How big is it? You're never going to know. Right there. That's perfect. Son of Pain, what is up? How are you? Good to see you. Said, there are some things in my life that I wish it was bigger. At least one, right? At least one. It's never big enough. Hold on. Steven, if you guys don't know, we have a new bot in the channel. And this isn't like a normal bot that anybody else has in their channel. There might be a few channels out there that have figured this out now, but it's probably very, very rare. Our bot is called Stephen Hawking Sauce. This bot is not just a bot, like a chat bot that responds to stuff the way that other bots do. Like, I'm going to put in exclamation point this and the bot responds. This thing is powered by ChatGPT. So our bot, and also if you haven't clicked on Stephen Hawking Sauce's name, please do so. You'll thoroughly enjoy it. But Stephen Hawking Sauce is powered by ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo. Stephen Hawking Sauce understands what you're saying. Like, he legitimately understands what you're saying. And he will conversate with you guys. And so if you ever want to talk to Stephen Hawking Sauce, you just have to @ him. So you see Son of Pain just did it. And he will actually respond to you. The only limit I put on him is that he is does he have a follower? That's actually hilarious. Yes. It's not me either. Like, he's going to be so popular. But he legitimately understands what you're saying, and he will respond and chat with you. The only limitation is that he can only use 300 characters. I believe Twitch's limit is 400, and I just wanted to, I didn't want to go that far with him. I don't want him to fucking like paragraphs every 2 seconds. But he is also set up that every 3 to 5% of the time that you put something up in chat, he will just automatically pick somebody that he wants to conversate with. It's not my choice. He's making the choice who he wants to talk to. So if you didn't say anything and afterward he announces, like Son of Pain up a little bit further up in chat, Son of Pain spoke something. He didn't add him. Stephen Hawking Sauce chose to speak to him. His response was his own choice, and he made it up, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I said, I fucking love the world we live in, and I hate it at the same time. Twitch has a limit of 500. Is it 500? Yeah, so I didn't want it to be like a huge paragraph, but I wanted him to be able to definitely like conversate with you guys. Junior Castle, what is up? How are you? Good to see you. If you want to know the specs for the PC, down in the section below, there is a link that you can click on, and let's create a command. Let's create a command for that right now. We'll do this live in front of the world. So I can actually show you guys the bot that I'm using right now as well, which is not the same as the bot for the channel. This is streamer.bot is actually what I use. Let's go to the display capture. Oh, I'm here. So this is the bot that, wow, I just flashbanged you guys. How do you like it? How do you like it? So I use streamer.bot. This is how I was actually able to get, to connect my bot, Stephen Hawking Sauce, to ChatGPT, so that it's actually using ChatGPT. Jess, what is up? How are you? Thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate you, Jess. How are you today?
Michigan man.
My favorite Michigan man. The hope is that in the future, when you guys actually talk to, like if you guys give a donation or bits, that whatever you say for the message, it will actually be Stephen Hawking's voice that will actually be the one that responds. That's the future goal for it. So I've not seen you on for a while, Junior Castle. It has been a while. It's been almost 2 years. Why am I putting my hand on my mic arm now? Like, it's a thing. I like it. Like, I don't know. It just feels comfortable. You guys don't see it, but over here, I'm putting my hand on my mic arm like it's a, I don't know. It's weird. I've never done that before. That's why I'm like, why am I doing it? But yeah, let's make a command for this right now. So the way that streamer.bot, it's a lot harder to use than most things are. So it's the format in which you make a command. You're actually sort of formatting that yourself. So I guess we're going to make a new one. Let's start by adding in a new one. The name of it is going to be, we'll just call it PC specs. And then the group, it's going to be a chat command. So these groups that you make up yourself. This is just for your own organization. So you can see over here. I know it's kind of small. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you guys. Let's just hit OK for now and it's there. I'll make it a little bit bigger so you guys can actually see. So these groups you actually make up yourself. So this one is called one that I called chat commands. And then when I hit OK, and the queue is something that I actually have to create. The queue is so that if multiple people take the same thing at the same time. So you guys seen it already when you guys were looking to see how long you've been following that channel point reward. If multiple people do it, it will overwrite them. A queue puts it essentially in a queue so that it won't do the next one that's been redeemed until the first one is finished, and so on and so forth. So 10 people could do it. It would be 5 seconds for each person that did it. So I have to set that up yet. I haven't done that. It's something that I have to do. And I actually have to really learn how to do it too as well. So I'm not completely versed. Like I'm learning this program quite a bit over the past couple of, past while. Also, I like to put, for some reason, I was doing this at the time, but CC in a bracket for chat command. I don't know why I went that extra mile, but I did. All right. And then we need a sub action. What is it going to do? I believe it is, all I need is trying to think what exactly I want to do. Would be a core command. No, it's not that. I think I have it set as a favorite actually. Yeah, Twitch, send a message to channel. Right there. I think that's what I want to do. And the message will be, so I hear you like the PC and want to know, what's powering the beast, I guess. Whoops. Click this link. And then, whoops. Click this link. I think that's good. And then the link I'm going to have to get off of my channel. So let me jump over into my actual Twitch channel. And then I need to go to... Knock it off. Off. All right, let me grab this link. Copy. Then we'll paste this at the end. This is, like I said, I'm still really trying to learn exactly what this is. So now we have created the command. We've created the action that happens from the command. So now we have to do what triggers it. So in order to trigger it, we have to add in, I do believe it is this right here. So it is in core here. Core, what is it? Commands, command triggered. So you got to go to core. The command is something that we've already created. That was the action itself. And then it is command triggered, which means it's done by a command within the chat. So now we can create that command. That command, we'll just call it PC specs. And then we'll actually just copy that. We'll paste that down here. Remove the space. Put an exclamation point at the beginning of it. And that'll be the new one. And it's just that simple. We'll actually make it for both Twitch and for YouTube. I'm going to tell it not to ignore the bot. And yeah, I think that's good. So you'd be able to enter this in YouTube or in Twitch when I'm live, and it would give the same response. So I should probably not make this all uppercase. PC specs, all lowercase, so that it's easier. And then okay. And somebody test it out right now. Do it. Do the thing. And hopefully that works. We'll see in about 10 seconds. Who's going to be the first to do it? Oh, no. Okay, so, all right. So you see, my bot is not actually allowed to post links in my chat, which is weird. So it worked. It worked, but the problem with it was that my bot isn't allowed. So when I come into here, I believe it's in here. When we created the command, Let's actually go to where the command is actually located. That's in the commands tab. PC specs. When there's, where is it? It's who sends it. I need it to be sent by my account, not by my bot's account. So it might be in actions in here. Yeah. So right here, it says preferred account. Because my bot isn't allowed to post links in my chat, I have to switch this over to broadcaster. So when you guys put in the chat commands, I'll respond with, it'll respond with my name from my account. So let's okay. And then go ahead and try that again, Mirko. Also, by the way, Mirko, it's good to see you, bud. How are you? Do it again. Do it. There you go. And now it's a clickable link that you guys can click on, and there you go. Did he just respond to me? Oh, said so. I hear so. I hear you like the PC, and you want to know powering what? I should probably type in the whole word. So you want to know what's powering the beast? I'm obviously going to change this at some point, but nope. What's powering the beast? There, that's a little better. Stephen Hawking Sauce responded to me and said, Rockets, the mysteries of the universe unraveled by clicking a link. Fascinating. Let us delve into the realm of PC power together. Just click away from unlocking the secrets of the technology beast, or the technological beast. How thrilling. Like, I fucking love the bot. It's so good. It's so good. Great seeing you too. I'm doing well. Good to hear, Mirko. I'm so happy to be seeing all your guys' names in chat. It's just, yeah, I'm absolutely ecstatic that all you guys are here. All right, so let's go ahead and, I don't know, I just figured I'd show you guys some of this stuff as I'm doing it. I always have been very secretive about how I do the things that I do, and I don't want to, it wasn't because I didn't want to share it. I just thought that a lot of you guys did not care how this stuff works as long as it works, is kind of what I was thinking. So, yeah, I figured I would maybe delve a little bit into what I do and how I do some of the things that I do. Because I know a lot of you guys are streamers. Jess is a streamer. Looney is a streamer. You know, there's a lot of you guys out there do stream a little bit. And if you do, make sure you guys let me know. I'd love to check you guys out. W streamer. W viewer. I love seeing you back, Jess. I can't even express how fucking ecstatic I am to be back. Like, it's, yeah, I adore it. I'm so happy. You guys make me feel, this is, I don't know how pathetic this sounds, and I might be a little bit vulnerable right now. Okay, so just, we're going to share a vulnerable moment. You guys make me feel like I'm somebody. And I appreciate you guys for that. Like, I'm not just, like, in my life, everybody likes me. It's not like I'm disliked or anything like that. You guys make me feel like I'm more than I am. And I appreciate you guys for that. Murgo said, Rocket Sauce, you can't even imagine how happy I am to see you back. I've been asking around if anyone's seen you, and once you pop up the other day, I was like, whoop, yeah. I was debating this comeback now for about the past 8 months. Before that, I spent a good probably 6 months thinking that I was probably done with content creation. You can burn yourself out on it. And I think when you take a step away like I did, you find the things that you appreciated about it and how those things bettered your life rather than always looking at the negative or something, you know. And it's like streamers are people too. That's why I give so much props to those people like a Co-Carnage, like a Summit that have been around for as long as they have. I mean, even Tim the Tatman, you've been around for so freaking long. And those changes in who you are and the mood that you're in. And, you know, you'll go through like cycles. Like this month, I just have not been the person I normally am, you know, and in those times to keep pushing through and to keep being able to entertain and not, you know, take a different outlook on things is so very, very hard. And I think anybody that's done content creation for a long time, I mean, I've done it for now 6 years. So anybody that's done it that long can certainly understand that it, you know, at a certain point it can weigh you down almost. You know, you almost feel like 1,000 pounds, like you're carrying 1,000 pounds all the time. And it does take so much time. People don't realize that now. So far, I think we've streamed since I've been back. I would say in the realm of maybe maybe 15 to 20 hours. I've spent well over 100 hours getting to where we are now. Like well over 100 hours. And that's a lot of that is relearning the same stuff I already knew how to do. But you know, you'd fall out of doing it. And yeah. Just says, like when I got the notification that you went live, I almost threw my phone because I was so excited. That makes me so happy to hear. Arthur Morgan says, at Stephen Hawkins Sauce, cute. He says, yes, a profound statement indeed. It seems we have stumbled upon the secrets of the universe within those words. Cute, the cosmic mantra that will echo through the annals of time. Truly enlightening. Like, it's so funny, dude. I have started noticing patterns though, haven't you guys? Like he loves to talk about the cosmological, like in the annals of time throughout the world and the universe. And he is Stephen Hawking. So I guess he's into that. It does take a lot of time, and I'm a very small streamer. Yeah. Even if you are just starting out the learning process, you have to count that in the time that it takes to be able to stream. Because if you're going to be streaming, there's a learning curve that you have to get by. And then there's a learning curve as far as the usability of the stuff that you're doing. Like you have to have a, here, let me switch scenes as I'm saying that. Like you have to, in order to be able to stream, you have to have, there has to be a usability of it. You have to be able to implement it in situations that you know, and that takes time to learn that as well. So you're even learning while you're streaming. Like while I'm streaming right now, I'm learning that. And like I'm pushing a button over here like a jackass. I have a pedal below me that I can switch the scenes with. Like I still haven't learned this. My mind hasn't grasped onto it yet. So like I don't need to use my hands to hit the stream deck. I have a pedal underneath me that I can click, and then boom, we switch to a different scene. So like you're always learning something, always. Like I just learned that I have to take more time before I hit the next button. Otherwise it's gonna, it'll mess up the animation. Goob says, Stephen Hawking Sauce, did you watch the Rockitsauce streaming? He says, yes, I have observed the intriguing phenomenon known as Rockitsauce's live stream. Although I cannot physically watch, I appreciate the quantum fluctuations in its content. I fucking love you. I love this bot, dude. Like, it's just so interesting, isn't it? Like, I find it so interesting. I'm probably way more enthused about it than anybody else is here, but I just find that response to be so interesting. Morgan says, the coot quote is the best quote I've ever heard. Tough questions there. Takes me time to compute. Yeah, right. Jess says, biggest thing that I've had to learn was to troll the trolls back and not take them to heart. Yeah, anytime that you're being trolled, honestly, it's because not even just being trolled. The same thing goes with YouTube. Comments in YouTube can often get mean and stuff like that. But you got to look at it is here's the way I've always looked at it. I don't know if it'll help you, Jess. Hopefully it does. But if someone's taking the time to troll me or the time to make one of those mean comments, that means that I'm worth it. Does that make sense to you? Like if it wasn't worth it for anybody to try and troll you or to make the comment, you didn't matter enough to do it. You know what I mean? So if somebody's taking the time, that means that you're worth it. Cool, bro. Awesome. You can ignore it too. You know, you don't have to say anything. A lot of times I'll call people out if people are being assholes, but you know. Eddie says, I'm back. I'm jumping in with a smoke break. Welcome back, Eddie. Are you at work right now, Eddie? The bot has surprisingly in-depth responses. I love this new addition to the Sauce Nation. I know it, right? Like, it's so cool. I find it so fucking interesting, man. And it's going to grow too. So as we get through, like right now, ChatGPT, the paid version is ChatGPT 4. We're using the freer version of ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo. As we get into ChatGPT 5 or ChatGPT 6, the predecessors to that become the next tier down. So as we get further in the progression of this AI uprising that is happening as of late, and if you guys haven't been paying attention, I urge you guys that you please start paying attention to AI and the things that are happening with it, because there's far more happening far quicker than you can imagine if you actually delve into it and really take the time to learn. It is advancing very, very, very fast. Like, I honestly think that we're going to have general artificial intelligence within the year. Like, I think by probably November, December would be my guess. I think that, and if you guys don't know what general artificial intelligence is, that is when AI has become smarter than the human race as a whole. That's kind of what we're aiming for, you know. It's kind of where this is all heading towards, and it's insane. And I find it so interesting that we're going to be able to sort of progress along with it using Stephen Hawking sauce. Like, he's going to get better as time goes by. He's also learning. He's learning from what you guys are conversating with him. You know, you guys are having this conversation. He's learning from it. He's actually evolving. We're helping him evolve. We are creating the Terminators, is what I'm saying. It's so damn interesting. Like, AI, at the same time as it scares me, it also is so fucking cool. Eddie said, yeah, I'm at the bar where I casually work as a bartender. Like, I pictured you saying it like you were Jim Carrey. Yeah, I'm just at the bar I casually work at as a bartender. Yeah, I'm already starting to, like, I ignore a lot of what Stephen Hawking sauce says just because I don't know how much you guys want me to repeat what you're already reading and stuff. But it's like I'm skimming past it while I'm chatting with you guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that as well. Give me your feedback on that. Do you guys like when I read out some of the things that the bot says? I've decided to not put chat up, like a live chat up on the channel, because there's a lot of, especially not so much here in the US. In California, it can become a legal issue, but especially in the EU, it can become a legal issue. Especially if I repost the VODs from these over on YouTube. There's a definite legal issue with me having live chat up on the screen, because it's considered storing personal information. And when you do that, I said do. When you do store personal information, there's many acts that get enacted. So yeah, let me know how you guys feel about, you know, with the chat though, or like or with the bot. Do you guys like me repeating the bot stuff? Murgo says, Rocket Sauce, can I send you a whisper with a screenshot link in it? Can you just post the link or the screenshot in the I guess, I don't know, can you do that in? Post it in Discord. Mirko, post it in Discord. That's one thing I forgot, the Discord link. I did not create a link for the Discord. Arthur Morgan just redeemed 1,000 channel points. He wants to see the background in red. All right. Echo. Change studio lights to red.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, I hate the way she says it. So I changed her voice. Her voice is now, I believe it's Australian. But every time she agrees and says okay to something, I hate the way she's like, okay. Like, I don't know. It's so weird the way she says it. Well, smoke break is over, and I'm going to go drink and get people to drink at work. Eddie, thank you so much for stopping by, man. I appreciate you. Hey, you deserve the tips, man. Tell people to start tipping better. It's not enough. It's not enough. Fodor says, "Oh, Discord, but it should be for your eyes only. It is. It's possible to do. Is it possible to do that there? DM me in Discord. It's same Rocket Sauce. And you can also, on the right hand side of your screen, when you have your Discord open, I can actually show you. Here, let's pop open Discord right now. Yoink. So here's our Discord. On the right hand side, you can just find my name, Rocket Sauce. And then just click on it, and it'll allow you to you'd just be able to message me, DM it to me. Arthur Morgan says, I don't agree with that. What was it? Oh, Arthur Morgan says, at Stephen Hawking sauce, what do you think about the physical media? Stephen Hawking sauce says, Arthur Morgan, physical media? ? The ancient relics of the bygone era. Oh, you son of a bitch. I hate that already. Like dinosaurs in the age of streaming, a fascinating concept of historical study, but I personally prefer my data in a more weightless and easily accessible form. I get why you don't agree with that, because I kind of don't either. You know what? It's not. I don't know. I'm back and forth on that one, to be honest, because physical media is nice to have in your hand. But like I gave the, I don't know if you were here when I gave the analogy earlier. I'm rewatching Game of Thrones on Blu-ray right now. And I hate that I can't skip by the intro, because that song at the beginning of every episode is like fucking 3 minutes and 40 seconds long. And I have to fast forward through it. And it literally takes like 20 seconds to fast forward through it. It's so long. There's no reason for it to be that long. Jess says, Stephen Hawkinsauce, do you think teachers should be paid more? He says, indeed, the educators shaping the minds of tomorrow are clearly overpaid for their immense impact. He's got to mean underpaid, right? He says, indeed. And then he said they're overpaid for the immense impact on society. Perhaps we should consider paying them in apples instead of money. A truly fair exchange? What? He's gone off the deep end now. All right, guys, stop. We are finding out who Stephen Hawking truly is now. He appreciates getting paid in nothing but apples. You can't trade in digital games after you get done with them. That is true. He's high. He's stoned right now. Super stoned. He's from Michigan. Pot is legal in Michigan. He's gone crazy. He has too much power. We've given him too much power, guys. Oh, no. All right. I think we are going to finally jump into a game here. Wow. We've gone for, is it really been almost 2 hours? It has been 2 hours and we've done nothing but just chatting. But I definitely wanted to be able to do at least an hour or so of us just chatting, just catching up, and being able to, hang out for a while before we played a game today. But I do want to get at least an episode in of either Horizon Forbidden West or Elden Ring. So I put it up to vote for you guys. You guys chose, it's going to be Elden Ring today. So today we're going to do episode number 1 of Elden Ring. Now, I am going to be uploading this VOD. I'm actually recording right now. I'll be uploading this VOD over to YouTube as well. That upload will only start from the moment we actually start the game up. Will be, basically episode 1 of Elden Ring. This here, what we're doing now is our time. This is our time. This is me and you. We're hanging out. I don't think the world needs to, this is us. So, let me know what you guys think on that. Give me feedback on that as well, because, I know a lot of you guys would probably like, this is chatting time. Maybe I could do a just chatting moment or a just chatting episode where we just had conversations and stuff too. I don't know if you guys care to have that stuff on there. Jess says, it was nice because I just got back from class and I didn't miss anything. Exactly, right? I was kind of worried about streaming this early too, because I was like, damn it, there's probably a lot of people that are working. I don't want to do something while they're working. But that's also why I have the VOD available as well. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Jesus. That is so bright. I don't feel like you guys truly understand how bright that is. Dexy, thank you so much for the second flashbang of the day. I appreciate it. I feel like you guys can't even begin to appreciate how bright. You know what? I feel like you guys can. Who wants to spend 5,000 points so that the chat can truly understand how bright this is? It's your new favorite thing. Who's got 5,000 points to burn? All right, we're going to see if anybody has 5,000 points. So oh, Jesus. You see what I mean? How incredibly bright it is? That is so crazy. That is insane. No. And I have to hit a button to make it go away. Jess, thank you for redeeming the 5,000. Like, that is nuts. That's absolutely nuts. I love that I have the handy cam now and I can show you guys stuff too that's going on around me. Like, that is insanely bright. I believe these get up to 27 or 2,800 lumens. That was all 100% of the 2,800 lumens blast right in my face. Arthur Morgan says, Stephen Hawkinsauce, how do you feel about microtransactions? says microtransactions are a fascinating concept. In a parallel universe, I might be intrigued by the economic implications, but in this reality, I'll stick with pondering the mysteries of the cosmos, which means he doesn't even want to answer that. He doesn't even want to get into that subject. It actually says, I can only do 6 more flashbangs. I don't have to control myself. You only got 30,000. So maybe 5,000 is actually a right on. That's probably a really good choice for the price of that, right? Because then you can't just needlessly flashbang me all the time. I need to do other things too. Like I want to get other things set up as far as channel rewards go as well. Maybe even using Stephen Hawkinsauce's name or voice as maybe a reward too. You've done 3 today, so I've already done 3. So that's 15,000. So yeah, I think it's okay, Rocket. I think it's good. I have 138K, said Jess, so I can do plenty. Don't worry, I got your back, is what she said. Don't worry, I got you. All right, I got you. I'm so jealous, Jess. Didn't you have a dab redeem? I did have the dab redeem. We got to do it again? Hold on, I got to do it like, is my shoulders going up too high? Is the angle? Nailed it. There it was. It's the feeling. You got to get the feeling in there. I want the dab redeem back. Dexty, done. I will get the dab redeem in. So the dab is coming back. I feel like I need a sound effect for it where I can hit a button and then make it go like that, something like that. Like a whip sound. I'm sure I have a whip sound effect around here somewhere. I have so many sound effects. Like I have hundreds upon hundreds. There was also a high five. There was. I'm already working on, I'm trying to get the animations done for this. So I want to do the fist bump one, not the high five. Yeah, it's fist bump. There was the fist bump one, but I want to make it so that all around the screen down here, little fists come up and like point at me. And then it starts out as like 1. And then all of a sudden it's like, and they come in from all different directions. Does that make sense? So they'll be coming in all the way around like fist bumps, like fist bump. And then it's like, I'm just trying to work on that. The flashbang could literally, could be a liability while boss fights in the, it could be. I never thought about that while doing a boss fight in Elden Ring. Oh no, we're getting rid of it. It's out of here. It's out of here. Short hair, what is up? Thank you for the 100 bits, my friend. I appreciate you. Short hair, how are you today? What is up? I was just about to ask Jess about you too. I literally was just thinking about you and I seen your name come up on screen. Literally. All right. So, oh my God, that's funny response. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, you guys do the fist bump and I'm like, oh yeah, fist bump. I hit a button because I kind of want to be able to time it with because if I'm playing and I'm not 100% paying attention, it just happens. I guess that's one thing, but it's a different thing if I'm like, yeah, fist bump. And I hit the button and like maybe a 1 second delay and I hit my fist and then all of a sudden it's from all different angles. And then I got to have that punch sound. I know I have like 3 or 4 different punch sound effects. So funny as Hawking saying to my question to him. Yes, exactly. Wait. Did he just respond to you he just responded to you out of the blue? It confused me so much. I was like, wait, did you just add him? Well, I must say humor is subjective, but I do find your question quite amusing. Let's see if we can unravel the mysteries of the universe together, shall we? Like I've noticed this as a pattern. Like he's starting to say like unraveling the mysteries of the universe together. Stephen Hawking must have said that a lot before he was turned into my AI bot. Is Dimebag Darrell the best guitarist of all time? He says, the bold statement indeed. While Dimebag Darrell was undoubtedly talented, the title of the best guitarist of all time is quite subjective. Perhaps you should consider exploring a wide array of guitarists to truly appreciate the diversity in musical styles and techniques. I love how everything he says is coming out so scientific. Don't you agree? Like it's very scientific, everything that he's saying. I asked him about dad bods. What did he say? What do you think about dad bods? Oh, this is okay. While I may not have a physical body to appreciate dad bods, I can appreciate the scientific concept behind them. It's all about the perfect balance between being a little soft and a little rugged. God, he's right, isn't he? That's kind of it, isn't it, girls? I mean, it is. First off, you can't have a guy that's better looking than you. That's kind of fucked up, you know? So, pretty boys, something to think about. Something to think about. Goobs, I see that you hit my name up there. Did I miss something that you had said, Goob? If so, just repeat it. I wonder if oh, you know what? There is a little bit of a cooldown on Stephen Hawking sauce. There is that. So I wonder if that's coming into play because I see some people mentioning him and yeah, him not responding. He might be in the middle of a little bit of a cooldown. Actually, I can open that up and actually tell you guys right now too what the cooldown is. Sometimes he won't respond though, and that is by design because I technically do have to pay for this. When he responds, he's using what is called tokens, and I only have I have to pay for so many tokens. So every 1,000 tokens is essentially 0.000002 cents. So it's not a lot. I'm probably never going to spend more than $1, but it's, yeah, I did put some limitations on them as to not have $100 bill at the end of the month. I just asked about your streaming to, to Stephen Hawking sauce. I got you. The coding, let me just even show you guys this. Look at the coding for this. This is so ridiculously, like, I'm glad I found a guide to walk me through this. Look at the coding for Stephen Hawking sauce. Whoops. Look at the coding that goes into him. I had to like compile this somehow. Where was it? Raw input. Is that it? No. Yeah, look at the coding that goes in to Stephen Hawking sauce. Is this fucking insane or what? Like, I don't know how to code. I'm glad somebody did this for me. Yeah. I don't know how to do that. So if I change something about him, I actually have to come in here. I have to find references, and then I have to recompile him as a new bot. Like, it's a crazy process, man. It's actually insane. I'm so happy that somebody walked me through it. Maybe I should share with you guys that video. That would probably be nice. All right, so we are going to actually, we're going to kick up a little Elden Ring now. So I'm going to change the title over to Elden Ring. We're going to do a 100% playthrough of this. So we're going to call it 100% playthrough. Call it the prep for Erd Tree. Preparing for the Erd Tree. That's what we'll call it. Preparing for the Erd Tree. Now I have to proofread my shit because I can't spell for nothing. When you guys hear playthrough, I always in my head, I always have playthrough as one word. Is it two words? For some reason, I always see it as two words in my head. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I don't know how to spell. Maybe I'm horrible at English things. Playthrough. Yeah, that's what I always thought, right, Dexy? Yeah, one word. No, yeah, it always comes up as misspelled because they see it as it should be one word. Or two words, not one. All right, so we're going to call it Elden Ring 100% playthrough, preparing for the Erd Tree. If you guys don't know, the DLC that is coming out in June, on June 21st, I do believe, is called the Shadow of the Erd Tree. So, all right, and then we'll switch our name to our game to Elden Ring. And then let's enter some tags. We can remove the Horizon Forbidden West tag and add in Elden Ring there as well. Hashtag Elden Ring. And then done. All right. So let's do this. Let's fire it up. So yeah, we have already talked about, you know what, I'll get into it. Actually, I actually started up, and I'll actually do an introduction too for YouTube as well, so that if anybody wants to know what we're up to. Sorry, I'm talking at the same time as I'm thinking.